What's up, y'all? It's Antoine Winfield Jr., safety for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
What's up, y'all? This is Javon Holland from the New York Giants.
What's good, y'all? This is Sterling Shepard.
This is Justin Tuck. This boy Flex Gilbert, Super Bowl 42 world champion.
Chris Godwin from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
What's up? This is Saquon Barkley. Dex Lawrence II.
Yo, this is Mike Evans with the Tampa Bay Bucks.
And we about to go live on Flag on the Play.
Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode, Flag on the Play, episode 81. I'm back here with the guys, man. We got a special guest, my dog Joel from Pick Us Up Podcast, man, bro. How you feeling?
I'm feeling great. You got a great intro going on there. How are you so tapped in and connected?
Appreciate it. Yeah, you know, my pops coaching the league right now, so you know a lot of players. They came on the pod and talked to me on the pod. It's a great thing. So yeah, that's how it is, though.
Where does your dad coach?
Bucks. He coached there. He started there last year, but for like the past, not gonna lie, for a minute he was at the Giants though. So
that's tough. Chris Godwin on the screen. I like it.
Yeah, appreciate it. But let's get into it though. So before we get to this, obviously this tight end tier list. Free agency's been around, mad signings. So I'm gonna start with you though, Joel, because obviously you are a Jets fan. Man, how you feeling about Justin Fields? Man, y'all paid him kind of fake a bag. 2 years, 40 mil. Like, how you feeling about that?
I felt like it was a marriage that needed to happen. Not one I wanted to happen, but something that needed to happen. The Jets are in a rebuilding situation, and they've burnt every bridge they have with any other good quarterback. Geno Smith got traded. That's not an option for the Jets because of what happened with Geno and the Jets. Darnold was on the market. He wasn't coming back to the Jets. We all know that. So the two top quarterbacks that got moved, the Jets weren't going to be able to get them because of the history that they have with those QBs. Justin Fields, he's a reclamation project. He played all right in Pittsburgh, but I'm not expecting too much out of him. And I think, honestly, I don't know why the hell the Jets would guarantee him a starting spot. I don't even think he's better than a healthy Tyrod Taylor. Tyrod Taylor is healthy. If he's healthy, now I know there's a question mark because if he gets hit, he's going to get hurt. If he's healthy, he's better than Justin Fields.
Donnie?
That's a take. Listen, man. I don't really know what they're fully doing about that. And, there's rumors about them potentially going after, a QB in the second or third round, whether that's Jalen Milroe, Jackson Dart, Will Howard, all those day two guys. I mean, Joel covered it pretty well, so I really don't know what else to say about that, honestly. I'm just not a big fan of it. And like you said, guaranteeing him a starting spot isn't really the best idea either. But at the same time, it sounded like they really had a choice. It was either Russell Wilson or Justin Fields or, tank and then piss your team off. So, I don't know. Not much else to say.
Durag, you gonna get your mic?
It's weird. I mean, it's a glimmer of hope. I mean, I guess it's all right for them, but I'm just not high on Justin Fields, so it doesn't move me too much. But it's something to maybe get the fans excited for, and if it hits, it's a wonderful hit, but chances are it's probably not going to hit.
Matt?
They got a quarterback. Good job. I'm not going to dive too deep into it. I don't think it doesn't move me for the team in general. I don't think he's going to do better than Rodgers did this year. So
it's kind of crazy. I didn't know he was going to spin a bag like this on that. I'm not going to lie. Because, he had those great 5 games. I'm pushing. He had those, solid to good 5 games, but it's damn. Shit, he basically going to be started.
Yeah, that got him 30. Hey.
Yeah, I'm not going to say that they're closest passers, but, Aaron Rodgers and Josh Allen passing stats from the naked eye look pretty similar to me. So.
Yeah, you're right. But they went to a younger guy.
Just from the naked eye.
That's crazy stat watch. But I get you.
No. Yeah, I know.
That's a crazy stat watch. But I definitely see what you're saying.
Yeah. I don't know why this move is getting so much positive publicity. This Justin Fields thing.
I'm not gonna lie.
Justin Fields has a bigger fan base.
I don't know why either. To be honest with you,
I think Justin Fields has a bigger fan base than people realize. I think a lot of people
he does, especially too after the whole Caleb. People thought they did him wrong, this and that. But I feel like people don't want to acknowledge.
And with Caleb having the year he did, people are now back on the Fields train now.
And then when Justin Fields playing them good 5 games, they're like, "Oh, we saw what he did, this and that." So I think And plus, when Russell Wilson got the start, people hated it. And that's also too. Maybe Donnie is right. Maybe
and whenever there's just a new quarterback in New York, like New York media is going to be all over that. So
That too.
Yeah, but the thing is though, there's good and bad in New York media. They're praising it right now. Like he's getting praised.
and
Expectations though.
If he plays bad again, that shit is going to look real
Oh,
bad.
this for sure. This is his last chance to prove something though, for sure.
Yeah, that ass though. So, Matt, I'm gonna start with you, man. Sam Darnold, biggest $100 million to Seattle. How we feeling about that?
I mean, I don't think he's going to do better than he did last year in Minnesota. You saw what he did with Jefferson, Addison. Now he's basically just thrown to Jackson Smith and Jigba. And it's not like Clint Kubiak is going to be in charge of that offense, and he's not nearly going to be using Darnold to the same strengths that Kevin O'Connell was. Like, it's like everything possible for Sam Darnold just got worse. So I'm not going to say that it's impossible for him to like play good next year. Like he could still be good. It's going to be more difficult for him to do that. That's all.
Durag.
I mean, it's weird because, like Matt said, it's a far worse situation to where he was in Minnesota. I just don't expect him to play like he did this previous season. But a lot of this is still contingent on the Seahawks because they do got a buttload of draft picks. So they still got a lot more moves to make. But if they don't fix that O-line for Sam Darnold, it's going to get ugly. It's going to get ugly real fast, and it will be a flop of a payout you gave him.
Donnie?
Yeah, I don't really like it either. I mean, personally, I think everyone here can agree. I think we would all rather have Geno for the future than Darnold. And Darnold succeeded behind a fantastic situation. You got to give him respect because he was also asked to make big boy throws, and he made big boy throws. But, I mean, you're going from a top 5 offensive line and Addison and Jettas and Hawkinson and Kevin O'Connell to Kenneth Walker, JSN, Jake Boo-Boo, and Noah Fant.
Wait, time out. Donnie, you said – wait, I didn't mean to cut you off, but you said in the rather future you'd rather have –
not for the future.
Rather have Geno than Sam Darnold?
Not for the future.
That's what you said.
Okay,
I mean, that's what you said, though. That's why you kind of losing me because Geno about to be 35.
No. I mean, Geno's better right now. That's what I meant. Not for the future.
Okay. I'm just
Not
saying.
for the future.
I don't even know if I would agree with that, but yeah.
Now, you're absolutely correct that Geno is a better quarterback right now.
Yeah, facts.
But Sam Darnold still has a lot of room for growth. And Geno, he declined to re-sign with Seattle. They offered him a contract, and he said, I'd rather just get out of here. So they pivoted. They went to Sam Darnold. And not only do I like this, I think they are in a better situation than the San Francisco 49ers. I would much rather pay Sam Darnold 3 years, $90 million, 3 years, $110 million. I think that's what he got in totality, than pay Brock Purdy $50 million. Are you kidding me? The Seattle Seahawks, listen, you talk about JSN. I know he's not Justin Jefferson, but after week 11, he was number 1 in yards per route run against man coverage.
But that's great. But who else you got?
Hey, listen, that's why we got the draft. I think they have 10 picks in the draft. They have 2 second-round picks. They have 2 third-round picks. They got a first-round pick. I think they need to fix the offensive line. But the Viking situation, the play calling, the receivers, they were really good. They didn't have a running game. And their offensive line, Christian Darrisaw, got hurt. Darnold still played well after he got hurt, and we just saw they overhauled the interior. That wasn't a good pass protection offensive line this past season. And Darnold, the only quarterback to throw for more yards under pressure last year than Geno was Sam Darnold. I think Sam Darnold can succeed in I see him with the Jets be at least serviceable in the most terriblest situation. I think he's a perfect scheme fit with Clint Kubiak, and I think the Seahawks have something brewing that nobody sees yet. But once the meal gets ready and is made, we're gonna like how it tastes.
MD, are you gonna let him say that about your team though?
Serviceable with the Jets?
Okay, first off, I don't like how he assumed that Purdy just got paid already. That's not a
I think he's getting
you're right.
Serviceable.
I don't. It's not a foregone conclusion.
You're in denial. You know.
No, I'm not in denial. But from the noise that's been made and just how free agency has went already, the ownership is real. They're real serious about tying up on who gets money and who doesn't. Like,
Yes, because they're trying to pay Purdy.
No, they're being more stringent because they seen the Hargrave and Debo reconstruction, giving CMC a deal before he got hurt. They're seeing how all these deals kind of slapped us back in the face, and they're like, okay, let's be a little bit more stringent. Let's be more careful who we give this money to. That's all it is. And I
think you're making a fair point, but I think the 49ers cut all that dead weight because they are planning to pay Brock Purdy and know they can't pay everybody. Now, Donnie, you spoke and you said something about him not being serviceable with the Jets. His rookie season, he showed some flashes. In year 2, he got mono. He wasn't really fully able to realize his potential. Year 3, he really fell off. The situation also fell off, and he had Adam Gase. Clint Kubiak, he's not Kevin O'Connell, but he's for damn sure not Adam Gase. He's a much better play caller than him. And look at Derek Carr this past season. 15 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, a 100 passer rating on the year. And the Saints, for the majority of the season, had a bad offensive line, no running game, and little to no weapons on the outside. I think Sam Darnold, he could play well. I mean, he just tied Aaron Rodgers with the most 100 passer rating games in a season in NFL history. This guy's not a scrub.
I'm not saying he's a scrub. I'm not saying he's a scrub. All I'm saying is I don't really understand the plan with what they're going with.
So what's the plan?
What's
the plan for Seahawks?
But time out though. You talking about Seattle, right?
Oh no, I see the plan with Seattle.
They're hoping they get the version of Sam Darnold they get, and then you got mad. They got mad picks. You can. They got mad picks. You can get more people to help out JSN. That's what and they need O-line too because that O-line is bad.
And it gives them more time to find a younger quarterback if they don't.
And mind you, and Sam Darnold is what 27.
Yeah,
they got the younger quarterback, do-rag Dave. It's Sam Darnold. That's the young quarterback.
No. Sam Darnold isn't. Sam Darnold isn't how they think he can be.
If we're being honest, that is a young quarterback that they just got.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but there's still uncertainty. Trent, there's still uncertainty though. If it happens to be that Sam Darnold isn't who he was last year might have been more of a fluke year.
The next year's draft.
Yeah, do you move on to a rookie quarterback afterwards?
If I'm Seattle, I say you sign up for this. Go all in with him. And he just had a career year. You saw what he just did. Go get Matthew Golden. Go get some more.
That's what they're gonna do though. They have all the picks in the world.
That's what I'm saying. So I don't think it's.
I see what they're doing.
Oh, I like what they're doing. That defense is really good.
So, Joel, you think Seattle can be potentially winning the division next year?
Not this year, no.
I think the Rams have it. I think they can make the playoffs, though. They went 10-7 this past season. They got to improve things on their roster. Their defense, before Ernest Jones got there, they weren't that good. Once Ernest Jones got there, they became an elite defense. So with an entire season where Ernest Jones implemented into the scheme, I think they can have a great defense. I have to see the draft because depending on how the draft goes and who they pick, it will form my opinion on the Seahawks fully. As of right now, I just don't know based off the draft unknown stuff, because if they go out in the first round, they draft Amari and Hampton, this shit goes all out the window. They need a draft offensive lineman. They need to draft a receiver, maybe like in the third round. I think all the first couple of picks should be O-lineman or wide receiver or tight end.
Mm-hmm. They got to hit on them too. You can draft the O-lineman and wide receiver, but you got to be able to hit too.
Yeah, absolutely.
More do we talking about Joel back on you? How we feeling about DK getting traded and getting bang 5 years, $150 million, Pittsburgh Steelers? How we feeling about it?
I mean, it made sense. I think it just says that they don't really trust George Pickens. I think that's what it signals. You don't pay somebody $30 million, $150 million total if you have a receiver in the building that you think you're going to give that money to. I think George Pickens' attitude problem is a major concern, and that's why they probably don't feel too confident in paying him that long-term money. The fit's going to be good. If you have a quarterback that can throw down the field, and DK Metcalf, George Pickens, that's what they do. But everywhere else on the field, intermediate, short areas, they haven't excelled. But I think DK, most of that has been due to just the offensive situation. For the majority of his time in Seattle, they just lined him outside and they just ran him on go routes, and they really haven't expanded his route tree. Does that mean that he's limited, or does that mean that the OC is holding him back? I think it could be a little bit of both. So I like the Steelers signing. I also think that this means that they're getting Aaron Rodgers.
I can definitely see it. They need a quarterback because Russ is gone, right?
Basically, I want to say
he might be. Now that they don't have Fields, it's really between Russ or Aaron Rodgers. And I think Aaron Rodgers is much better than Russell Wilson.
I agree. Donnie, how you feel about George Pickens? I'm not George Pickens, DK being the Steeler.
Basically my thought is as long as George Pickens is leaving, I do like it. It's just, and it's not even the attitude problem with me. It's that I don't really know how you're going to use them on they don't complement each other well. They basically do the exact same thing. So that's why at first I was like, wait, why are you getting basically another version of George Pickens when you need some variety in your receiver room? And then I kind of thought about it's like, well, there's the character issues. Maybe they trade George Pickens. I mean, you'd get a first for him possibly. Even with the attitude problems, he's that talented. But, yeah, the contract is fine. Honestly, I feel like I'm at the point when it comes to contracts where it feels really hard to overpay people nowadays just because the cap space just keeps going up and up and up so much every single year. Like 2 years ago, from 2 years ago and where we are now, I believe we're up $45 million just in those 2 years alone. So the cap's going to continue to skyrocket. So and most of those contracts are, front loaded too, so it's easier to pay them off now and all that stuff. But yeah, I'm fine with it. I don't got much to say. I'm fine with it.
Durag as a DK hater, how you feel about it?
DK hater is crazy.
And Donnie, you just said that it's hard to overpay. This is a clear overpay to me because DK doesn't warrant $30 million a year. It's just plain cut and simple. He doesn't. Like you said, him and George Pickens is very redundant. So unless you're packing up Pickens, it makes more sense, but I'm not trading a second-round pick on top of paying DK Metcalf that much money to be my wide receiver one. To me, that's a bad deal. I think they panicked. They felt the need to get another receiver in the room. They panicked and took the bait. In Seattle, they fleeced. Get an extra second-round pick, and I ain't got to pay him $150 million. Like I think it's a bad deal. I don't see the vision with it.
Matt.
I don't like it. It's just, I mean, I don't know what you're thinking you're getting here when you trade a second-round pick, a valuable second-round pick for a receiver. We know who DK Metcalf is at this point. They sign him to a 5-year contract. He's going to be under contract till he's 32. Trust me, he's not like the DK Metcalf that we know now. And DK next year in 2 years, 3 or 4 or 5, it's not going to get that much better. Maybe he gets a little bit better. Who knows? But even still, like with the especially with the money that they paid him, I really don't feel good about this. The fit, how talented DK is, which I'm not high on DK in the first place.
So they also got Darius Slay. I want to ask you fellas, let's say they get Aaron Rodgers. What is the percentage that you give the Steelers chances of winning the AFC North?
Who's their quarterback going to be?
I got to watch what I say. He said they get Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers?
I think they're going to make the playoffs again.
I'll give you a 20.
I think they're going to make the playoffs again. So
20% chance. 20%. 25.
If we're doing like a full like 100, the Browns probably have like a 0.1% chance.
The Browns are going to be dirt.
I'm not counting out Baltimore, Lamar Jackson in the regular season.
Yeah, I'm giving
that's fine. But we all know they're going to make the playoffs. Unless it's going to be the year where they don't, I highly doubt it.
They can still make the playoffs, but I just don't see them win a division at all. Because Lamar in the regular season, I'm not going to bet against
if you want to say a percentage,
Cincinnati's not only that, but like guys, as long as Burrow's in Cincinnati, I'm not.
But Cincinnati didn't make it with that terrible defense, and it can't get worse.
There's no way the defense is going to be worse than what it was last year.
It might be.
I mean, it might be worse.
It could be the same. It's not going to get worse. It could be the same.
Donnie, Trey
Is
Hendrickson.
Cincinnati not going to trade Trey Hendrickson?
Yeah, that's true. I guess.
No, Hendrickson is going to be gone.
He's the only competent defensive lineman they have.
Yeah, I mean, I think DJ Hill is pretty good. Like, yeah, I mean,
that's
still.
true, I kind of forgot.
I don't know what direction they have on defense currently. Like, it's just.
I mean, maybe Al Golden just becomes a genius and they have a decent defense. Like, I don't know, but.
Well, they fired Dan Armalou, who is probably the one guy to be able to fix it, and he couldn't.
Yeah, because I'll probably say I give him like a 30% chance.
I feel good that Pittsburgh finishes second.
Do you feel better about the Steelers and the Bengals like easily?
If they get Aaron Rodgers, absolutely.
Yes.
Like easily.
Yeah, if they get A-Rod,
I'm gonna say yes because after this year, I think the biggest thing I learned from this NFL season just was how important coaching is. And like I just trust Pittsburgh. Like Arthur Smith, Tomlin, and Terrell Austin way more than I do Zach Taylor and Al Golden. So
yeah, that's what it is. That's really what it is though, because like that's not. Yeah, I don't know what the Bengals are doing. I don't know what the direction is. Have they even paid Chase yet? No,
they haven't paid Chase.
Imagine they're probably gonna trade Hendrickson first, and then they'll pay.
I'd
Chase
assume they
after.
trade T.
Yeah, and because they haven't paid Hendrickson yet, they're missing out on value. Like his price is gonna go up, which reduces his trade value. So you're not doing yourself any favors there.
Yep.
Yeah, let's see. Let's keep this. Well, actually, Josh, how you feel about DK being a Steeler?
I don't love the fit, but he's a good player. I mean, I just wish that they could have got like a possession guy who can win underneath more to complement George Pickens more. But it is what it is. He's a good player.
Yeah, I think Durag be hating a little bit. And then,
I'm not
that
hating.
run blocking gonna be fired though.
It's not about hating. I don't. You cannot justify paying him $30 million a year.
I just don't like the fit. That's
Even
all.
with the even with how the market is, you can't justify him making that much money. I'm sorry.
Hold on. Rodgers watch. I don't know why people still believe in dude. Last time he looked like he could make a team in the playoffs 4 years ago. Bro, they made the playoffs with Kenny Pickett, Russell Wilson / Justin Fields. You about to tell me they can't make the playoffs with Aaron Rodgers? It doesn't matter.
Rodgers was terrible last year.
It doesn't matter if Aaron Rodgers is washed or not. They're going.
Rodgers is better than Russ.
And Rodgers is clearly better than both of them. And all three of them, to be honest. A washed version of them. So I don't know why we trying to make it seem like
no bullshit. I think Pittsburgh been better off there with
how does a washed quarterback have the same passing stats as the league MVP?
I don't think Aaron Rodgers is washed.
No,
I don't
really think Aaron Rodgers is that washed either. But
I think he's washed.
I just let it rock because I'm a big A-Rod fan. So people be on my.
Y'all think DK puts up 1,100 yards, Trent?
You said what?
Aaron Rodgers?
Do you think DK puts up 1,100 yards?
Are you dumb? What type of question
I'm dead serious. Do you think DK puts up 1,100 yards?
Why not?
Oh, no.
He was really about to have a career year before this year. He got hurt.
Yeah, I'm sure. Bro.
What do you mean? Yeah, I'm sure.
Bro, why you acting like DK's a scrub or something?
I'm not saying he's scrub, but I think the idea of DK is far better than what the reality is. I just don't.
Hold on. The thing is, Durag, I agree. You can say that. But you talking about, can DK get 1,100 yards?
I don't think
he got it before.
Dave, can you tell me what about DK's game
worried
so
now?
much?
Durag, what would make me worry now that he wouldn't get 1,100 yards?
One, Arthur Smith airing that ball out. I got to see that.
Didn't they have Shane Waldron?
Who?
Seattle. Wasn't he just didn't he come from Seattle?
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
I'm not saying Arthur Smith is worth the Shane.
We're not about to use the Arthur Smith. It's not about to use the Arthur Smith. We just saw DK work out with Shane Waldron. I don't care about Arthur Smith.
How much is Arthur Smith going to throw the ball? It's not who's a better OC. How much is Arthur Smith really going to throw the ball compared to Seattle?
Gang. Bro, Najee just dipped. You think they just going what we doing?
Najee, be serious, bro. Come on.
We'll keep it in the box. There's probably a decent amount of running backs in the draft that can be better than Najee.
Running back. Why are you trying to make it seem like the Steelers is 80% runs, 20 Wow,
what is DK?
And even then, GP has gotten 1,100 yards before. You mean to tell me DK can't? I know GP's better than DK.
Now you got GP's the only guy. Okay, be serious, bro. Come on.
Okay,
GP's the only guy worth getting the ball to in that system.
That's not true.
It's going to be. If they keep,
you don't think DK Metcalf is useful? Is that what you're trying to say?
He's trolling.
No, I said GP is the only one worth getting the ball to in that system last year. That's why.
Pat Frymouth?
Yeah, Frymouth had 6.
DK went over 1,100 twice in the career.
Respect Calvin Austin.
But Durag is losing me. Acting like the ball can't get spread around.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. The fact that Durag's gonna sit here and act like DK Metcalf is some bad receiver is just mind blowing.
You talking about can he get 11?
I don't think he's bad, but he's far worse. He's not worth 30.
First of all, your comment about the market, bro, young receivers are always receivers who are on the right side of 30 and they're productive. They're always gonna get paid a lot. They're always going to get paid top of the market. It happens every single year.
That's still a vast overpaid.
You just think his production is going to
be it's literally the market for young receivers.
This is sad hate because you brought up.
It's not a sad hate. He's not worth $30 million. I think that's just true.
You can say that, but
I don't think he's nowhere near worth that.
I'm not gonna lie. The money has nothing to do with what you asked me how we got this conversation started. Does he think he get 1,100 yards? Why not?
I don't. He's got 1,100 yards twice in his career. Is that a crazy question?
You about to tell me he's about to get a K or what? 900 yards this year?
He get a K?
Bro, he had 992 this year. Missing games.
He was going to have a career year before he got injured.
Okay.
What is he talking
I'm
about?
telling you, before that, he's only got it twice in his career. So I'm at least asking you the question.
Is he not on an upward path? Like, what are you like?
I don't know what he's. I don't think he's on. I think he is who he is. I don't know if he's. I don't think he's just on an upper path.
And why are you using 1,100 yards to stand like? Oh, what the fuck, like, bro? What are you talking about?
That's 1,100 because he only got 1,100 twice in his career. That's why that's the question.
Okay, what is that a bad thing, bro?
I'm just asking the question.
Like you trying to make it seem like he a scrub though, like.
I ain't say he's a scrub. I think he's far. He's not worth nowhere near 30 million. That's all it is.
How much do you think he's
getting treated as a wide receiver 1? I don't think he's a wide receiver 1.
How much do you think he's worth?
Maybe 25. 25 a year. Even then, I'm like, to be my wide receiver 1, I don't think he's a wide receiver 1. I think he's just a wide receiver 2. I think he'd be much better as a wide receiver 2.
You're talking about a $5 million difference, bro.
I mean, that's what he is, but
but they have 2 wide receivers that are very good. DK
it's
and
gonna
George
be wide
Pickens.
receiver 1A and B. Like it just depends on who Smith prefers, really.
And even that, I don't think the fit is as well. So they don't complement each other well. So I don't like it at all.
Then gripe at that. Don't gripe at the player.
Hey, bro, Josh. The thing is, bro, he talking about some. He's talking about how much he worth. He's talking about he's not worth $30 million. He say 25.
Like, bro, you making it seem like it's a 10 mil difference.
Like, come on, bro.
No, I said 25, and even then, I'm skeptical. I'm like,
wait, whoa, time out. Pause. So we can move this on. Javon Holland's a Giant?
Yeah, you didn't see that?
Yes.
Nah, I didn't see that.
That happened like
that was early.
Wow, that's wild. I did not know that. So,
bro, what the hell? One of United is on the Chargers now?
Yeah, they got the Xavier McKinney replacement for real. They got him and Talanoa back there. So, how we feel about Javon Holland being a Giant? How you
They
feeling?
got a nice young secondary over there.
I mean, yeah. I think Javon Holland, he's probably like one of the 5 best safeties in the game right now. I mean,
5?
Yeah.
Is he?
5.
I mean, if he's not,
like he did have quite a bit of a down year. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like,
I mean, he did.
I'll give
But
you
like,
10,
he was also struggling with injuries, and before that, I thought he was a top 5 safety. So, I mean, he's at least in the combo. And
yeah, I think he's top 10 for sure.
I mean, you lose Xavier McKinney last year by choosing not to pay him, and this year, the Niners are signing Jason Pinnock. That's cool.
Man, how you feel about Javon Holland being a Giant?
That's a nice sound. Like, I mean, you're getting a top 10 safety into a defensive back room that was already struggling. So we already know how good the D line could be next year. Now you add a good safety to the tandem, and the defense looks that much better. I mean, I like the signing. It's the best safety on the market, so you can't get mad at it.
Josh, how you feel about it?
I mean, it's a good signing. Like, I think they needed some needed secondary help, and he fits the mold. So, good signing overall. I like the contract, 15 AAV. It's fine. Good for the market.
Donnie?
What are we talking about again? Sorry, I was reading something.
Javon Holland's a Giant, man. How you feel about it?
Yeah, I mean, they got their McKinney replacement, and they got him for cheap, too. $15 million a year was definitely a lot less than what I was thinking he was going to sign. So, good for the Giants, especially for a struggling team. You know, usually the teams that are at the bottom end of the barrel usually are the ones that have to pay more. But they got him for a good contract. Just good McKinney replacement. He's going to be a demon and a deep high, and he's going to be a demon in the slot. That's how he's been in the NFL so far. So, shout out to Javon Holland.
Joel?
I think the secondary signings were good. I like Javon Holland. I like Paulson Adebo when he's healthy. And I like Drew Phillips a lot, the rookie that just played this past season. He's a very good player. And we'll see if Tyler Nubin and Deontay Banks can live up to their kind of hype. Nubin was all right last year. Deontay Banks kind of fell off a little bit. I just really don't know what the Giants are doing because they refused to pay Xavier McKinney, and then you pay Javon Holland. The philosophy of the GM of Joe Shannon seems like it's all over the place. But what really pissed me off the most was they gave Darius Slayton the same contract that Saquon Barkley was asking for. Now I'm not saying they should have paid Saquon, but if they did pay Saquon, it would have probably prevented an Eagles Super Bowl, which would have made me happy. So I'm not too fond of these moves. I mean, Darius Slayton gets paid $12 million per year. You could have just given that to Saquon.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but they view running backs and wide receivers different. Even though Saquon is 1,000 times better than Darius Slayton, but I think that's just what it is, honestly. But moving on, Joel, how you feel about Laremy Tunsil getting traded to the Commanders?
I feel like I'm on both ends with this because I think the Commanders got better, and I think they got a franchise left tackle over the past 3 seasons. He has the second lowest pressure rate, only behind Tristan Wirfs, who's arguably one of the best tackles in the league. So I think this improves them. Sam Cosmi coming back from his injury. Now they have 2 All-Pros on the offensive line. But for the Texans, they got a draft haul for Laremy Tunsil. And while I do think that the offensive line right now looks so much worse, and we're all wondering how C.J. Stroud is going to survive behind that offensive line, we were wondering that even with Laremy Tunsil on the team. So now having some draft picks to maybe draft offensive linemen and build that up in a cost-controlled manner, I think might be better for them long-term. And it was bad with Laremy Tunsil, so removing him, how much worse can it really get? I think we're going to wait and see on that.
Donnie?
How much worse it can get? In my opinion, when you lose a top 3 pass protecting tackle in the league, I think it's going to get a lot worse. And the problem with them was their interior. I mean, the interior was up there with Seattle as one of the worst in the league. And they, as of right now, haven't done anything to change that. They haven't signed anybody. They haven't gone after Buddy by any reports. They're just kind of focusing on the draft. And while I do think they got good value, because like I've said in the past, the thing about this draft is, last year's draft was super top heavy. Like I said, this year's draft, I think the player strength is more in like, if you're like the player 20 and then the player 80, kind of in that range, that's where the strength of the draft is. The depth is really good. It's just not that top heavy. So them getting a second round pick and a third round pick was great, but still, I mean, you could argue that this is going to be the worst offensive line in football next year. And if that's the case, I know Stroud is great, but Stroud isn't Lamar. Stroud isn't Josh Allen. Stroud isn't Mahomes, a guy who can just run around despite the offensive line and make consistent plays day in and day out. He's not that as good as he is. So I'm worried about the Texans. The good thing for them is that this division does suck. So you're lucky there. The Titans are going to be rebuilding. The Jaguars, I mean, maybe they're the one team that can kind of stop him if Liam Cohen does, end up being who we think he can be with Trevor Lawrence, Brian Thomas going into year 2. And then who's the last team? Colts. I mean, maybe, but that all depends on AR, and that's just a whole different thing. So, yeah, their O-line's going to be terrible, maybe the worst in football, but are they going to win this division? Probably, because they have the best defense and they have the best quarterback.
No way. They're winning the division.
The Texans?
Yes.
I don't think it's a foregone conclusion.
I would say they're going to win.
It's proven otherwise to me, in my opinion.
I think last year the Texans, they had a really good playoff game. They were pretty much the 2023 Jaguars, only that there was no other AFC South team that was really in their vicinity that could challenge them for the division. I like the Jaguars' moves in their signings. Very under the radar. Patrick McCarry, at least, is a serviceable offensive lineman. Robert Hansey, the center. He didn't play this past year because he got beat out by Graham Barton, but he was really good when he started, and he's a scheme fit. And you look at the moves that they made around Brian Thomas Jr. in the receiving room, getting Diami Brown. They just got speedsters because they're planning to use Brian Thomas in a slot a lot and feed him the ball as much as possible. If Liam Cohen can bring that scheme that he had in Tampa Bay to Jacksonville, this could be one of the better offenses in the league. I still believe in Trevor Lawrence a lot. The Colts, I think they have by far and away the best roster in the AFC South. When you look at every single position group, I think they have the best roster. Quarterback play is a question mark, and I'm not sure between Daniel Jones and Anthony Richardson. Daniel Jones is more accurate than him, and he can complete 5 to 10 yard passes consistently, which is a plus. But who knows? I just feel like if the Colts can get serviceable quarterback play, we saw Gardner-Minshew go 9-8 with them just a couple years ago.
I mean, we're going to see, bro.
I think the Jaguars' offensive line is still so much worse than people realize. Like, Anton Harrison at this point has not been good. Walker Little finally had a decent season. And, yeah, they brought in Patrick McCarry, but they also lost Brendan Scherf, who's probably better than him. So
he was below average this past season.
And Patrick McCarry was anything special too?
Patrick McCarry and Brandon Scherfer, they pretty much canceled out each other at this point in time. They just got him at a cheaper contract.
Yeah, I disagree. I don't know about that.
Even if you think that the tackles are still there, they're not getting rid of them, and I'm not in love with either of them.
Walker Little is a good player.
Walker Little's a good player?
Yes, he is. Absolutely, he is.
I mean, yeah, he's good.
I think he's up to good.
Like,
last season, I wouldn't have said that, but this season he's played much better.
And that's what I was going to lead to saying. I was going to say maybe you continue to see some growth with him, but Anton Harrison really hasn't been anything that special so far. I don't know. I think the offensive line is basically going to be the same. And
Ezra Cleveland is all right. It's not. It's like I've seen worse offensive lines.
Like this, I think this is an average offensive line, and the Buccaneers, I mean, their offensive line from 2023 to 2024 took a major jump. I know they have some stalwarts on their offensive line, Tristan Wirfs being the biggest one we talk about, but they took a major leap, and I think that is in due parts of Liam Cohen. I saw the Jaguars this past season, and I felt like a big part of their offensive struggles was just scheme related, spacing issues, route spacing, and if Liam Cohen can bring that scheme, the Jaguars, you look at their losses. How many one-score losses did they have this past season? 6 to 7. I mean, they were in these games with these top-level teams. So I could see the Jaguars taking a major step, but the Texans' defense is serious. And with Christian Kirk and Nico Collins, it really just depends on the OC that's coming from the Rams to the Texans and see how well he's going to do. Because Bobby Slovic, I think, if anything, puts CJ Stroud in a very bad position.
Yeah. Josh, how you feel about this?
The Laremy Tunsil trade, I mean, I don't like it. Like, I know he was penalized heavily this season, but he was battling injury, and he was still one of the best pass protectors in the league. Like, trading him to me is just unexcusable. The guy's going to be a future Hall of Famer, maybe. And he's still got some 5 years left in him. Like, I would have just kept him. And, like, if you want to overhaul the entire offensive line, getting Laken Tomlinson, he sucks, to be quite frank. He's not a good player whatsoever. You're flipping Titus Howard to left tackle. That's a risky move. I don't know how that's gonna pan out. Like, you're probably gonna need to draft at least 2 linemen on day 1 and 2. Like, back to back, I think you need to go Josh Simmons and then see if you can trade up even in the second round to go get a nice guard, because there's just so many holes, and you just created an even bigger one by trading your best offensive lineman. So I don't love the trade. The value they got back was fine. But I don't know. Like, you better use that value to just go completely insane and overhaul that line.
Durag?
Yeah, I don't like the trade either. Like Josh said, Tunsil, he still got 5 good years in him, and your O-line already struggled heavily in the interior, and you trade basically your only good piece on the outside away. And then the capital, it looks good, but the fact that you didn't get you didn't get a second-round pick in this year's class, that second round pick you got is 2026. I think that's a heavy L. I think the Commanders fleece on that end, because now you got Laremy Tunsil, your first round pick, and you still got your second round pick. So I think the Commanders they're in a great place. I mean, Commanders, I think this is a no-brainer. And after signing Javon Kinlaw to that horrible deal, this is something that saved Adam Peters' ass this free agency, because I think he completely fleeced.
Matt?
Yeah. Obviously, it's a good move for the Commanders. I'm not even going to speak too much on that. But for the Texans, like, there's one thing about trading for draft capital, but then hitting on that draft capital is a completely different part of it that most people kind of ignore, because at that point, when you're actually drafting, it becomes hindsight. Like, they got this pick from this trade. And, I mean, the Texans have not done a terrific job at drafting offensive linemen. They just traded Kenyon Green, who was their first-round pick, and
he sucks.
I mean, like, saying that he sucked was an understatement. Watching this guy out there was like
terrible.
Damn, like what went wrong? Like,
out of all the interior offensive line prospects, I think the 2 I hated the most coming out were Ed Ingram and Kenyon Green. Out of these past 4 years, and they both sucked in the league. So I'm not shocked at all.
Yeah, I mean, also the fact that you're now going to force Titus Howard to go back to left tackle when he just actually had a good year at guard. Like, and Titus Howard wasn't even that good at tackle. Like, he was just
he was playing right tackle. Like,
didn't they trade Kenyon Green to the
Eagles? He played
Eagles
guard this season, and then he's playing right tackle the year before.
Gardner-Johnson.
Didn't they
this is gonna be his
trade
third
Kenyon
position
Green?
switch in 3 years.
Yeah, they did trade Kenyon Green for CJ Gardner-Johnson. We're gonna get to talking about CJ. I really
Yeah.
So what? So Josh, do you think that Jeff Stoutland is gonna improve Kenyon Green?
If he finds a way, he's Jesus.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. There is no improving Kenyon Green. No disrespect. I don't know, man.
Tyler Steen or Kenyon Green, right guard?
I'm thinking Tyler Steen, 10 out of 10.
Or you could just draft Gray Zabel at pick 32. That'd work too.
Dude,
Gray Zabel's
if they get Gray Zabel, I might just cry. That line's gonna be insane.
Hey, Bama, how you feel about Laremy Tunsil getting traded to the Commanders?
You know, I know y'all coming from a trying to make sense of it. But dog, it looked like a lot of people on board with the JD5 train, bro. They giving them pieces after that first rookie year. Hopefully he gets to avoid a sophomore slump. I feel like they making sure he avoids the sophomore slump. I think they think that he can get to a Super Bowl probably the next year with how they loading up and preparing and the people they getting up in here. Depending on what they do in this draft, dude, like I'm excited for year 2 to see how JD5 can improve upon this. I mean, for the other teams trading, hey, bro, that's up for them to figure out. Fuck that. Hey, if I'm the Commanders, I'm doing exactly what I did. I don't know what y'all was thinking, but all I know, we addressed the needs we had, and they continuing to do it, dog. So, I mean, kudos to the Commanders, dog. I'm kind of this. All of these trades get me excited, but this one especially, man, because even when I was thinking about it, even when JD was doing this thing, I don't think the Commanders just had that crazy good of an O-line. You know what I mean? I think his ability to be able to run and extend plays kind of helped that O-line look a lot better than what it really was. But Larry Tunsil, like you said, Durant, he got 5 very good years left. Not just 5 years. I'm talking about 5 years where he is a good offensive lineman. So to add that to that offensive line that wasn't all of that, and I can't wait for year 2 with JD, dog.
It's kind of like you kind of said the same thing with what's the name Stroud doing when he got when the Stephon Diggs trade happened. Like we just gotta see though. Like I hope he doesn't have the sophomore slump for real, but like they are trying to get pieces. Now I think the Commanders gonna be they're gonna be the second best team in their division, but they're gonna be nice. They're gonna be nice.
And I hope y'all not being nasty because CJ ain't really had a sophomore slump.
His was like because of majority injuries, but to what we thought it was, you can say it's a sophomore slump. Like you can definitely can. But
there's contact behind it.
Man, Bama, speaking of, we were talking about CJ. How you feel about CJ Gardner-Johnson getting traded like that to the Texans though?
I mean, they did this. This is the second time they did it to him. I don't know if they just don't like his offseason antics or whatever it is, because then they just got rid of him to Detroit, then got him back again.
Well, he left the first time.
Oh, yeah, he left. Okay. Scratch that. I thought.
I mean, it doesn't help that he was talking on Twitter about like how Darius Slay is an idiot for saying that Reed Blankenship's going to be the leader of that secondary next season. And
he said that?
Yeah, no, you could go on Chauncey Gardner-Johnson's Twitter right now, and he's beefing with Darius Slay, who he just won a Super Bowl with 4 weeks ago. Like,
wow.
Yeah, that's
I mean, I don't know. I mean, this is just who he is at this point. I mean, I've kind of grown not to care about it, but like from you don't want to work with somebody like that every single day. So maybe I get it, but who knows?
Durag, how you feel about it? How you feel about the trade?
It's weird because I think the Eagles do need to bulk up their interior O-line a little bit, but not by getting probably one of the worst guards in football. So if Jeff Stoutland can make Kenyon Green look serviceable, he's Jesus Christ in human form. I mean, but it has to be the offseason antics. I mean, that's really the only thing that makes sense to me. Because even with all of that, I think the CJ is still just that far much better of a football player than Kenyon Green.
Josh?
Yeah, to that CJ Gardner-Johnson trade, like the beef with Darius Slay, I think that might have motivated it because, like, why are you beefing with a guy you just won a Super Bowl with? Like, I don't know. It's just another distraction. And they already have good pieces in the secondary with the 2 rookies they added, so he was kind of an expendable piece. No offense. Like, he's a good player, but he's kind of on a downhill trend. Like, he's getting worse every year. So, I mean, I I don't really care.
But could you say the same thing for Slay not putting Jalen Hurts in his top 5? Like, could you say that? Like, why you beefing? Like, but I hear y'all smacking. I know. Oh,
Okay,
you
I'm not gonna lie.
do that though. We
Bama,
don't hear
look at this.
every player there do that.
But Bama, because look, I think that he was just dead ass just trying to be objective. I don't think he was trying to diss. Like I get like players all the time. Like when I ask top 5, of course they're gonna ask some of their teammates. Like when I asked Malachi Starks his top 5, he put his former teammate Javon Holland in there. Okay, that's cool. But I think he was just dead ass trying to be objective. Now people are gonna hate on it, not gonna like it because it was his teammate at the time. But like, is it really bad he said that though?
Let's acknowledge one thing. Mm-hmm. He was being completely honest and he was being truthful. That's number one. Number two, I think he didn't really mean it, if I'm being completely honest, because he said that on our show, and I had asked him a question about Terry McLaurin, and I was like, yo, what do you think about Terry McLaurin? Is he like an elite wide receiver? And then he said, I don't think he's an elite wide receiver. The wide receivers that are elite, he mentioned like Jamar Chase, Jettas, AJ Brown, Tyreek Hill and stuff. And I was like, okay. And then he was like, yeah, I got 4 guys in my elite like category. And then he just talked about the quarterbacks. He didn't mention Hurts, but I don't think it's because he didn't want to mention Hurts. I think he just forgot. Like I'm pretty sure if I asked him, is Hurts an elite quarterback, he would have been like, oh yeah, absolutely, my bad, I forgot about Hurts, but I think he was just in the moment and he just kind of forgot about Jalen Hurts because maybe to him it's just a bit obvious that he is there. But yeah, I mean, I don't think Hurts is an elite quarterback though, but that's something for another day. I think that for the most part, Darius Slay and the Eagles, he just left because it was a money issue. They didn't want to pay him money, and I think with CJ Gardner-Johnson was also financial.
Yeah, I agree. Speaking of Hurts, I will say this. So, Joel, I got the opinion from Drew. We done had my dog MJ that came up. We done had a lot of Jalen Hurts discourse, like mad Jalen Hurts discourse on my pod. So I just want to ask you, just in your opinion, what is like your thoughts about Jalen Hurts and where do you rank him?
I think Jalen Hurts is a great quarterback. If I were to rank him, I think he's the 7th best quarterback in the league. I think there are other quarterbacks that are more talented, but you have to take into account his accomplishments and what he's done, even if it is with a stacked Eagles team. I think the 2 quarterbacks over him that I would have are Matthew Stafford and Justin Herbert. I know Herbert has not been good in the playoffs, but you're not about to convince me that Hurts can get the same output out of the Chargers offense this past season as Herbert did. Herbert was really doing something with the Chargers offense. With outside of Laremy Tunsil, they really had nothing. The offensive line wasn't good outside of the tackles. The rushing attack was very inconsistent, and Quentin Johnson was getting 50-plus targets. I mean, let's be serious. It's not a serious offense. I think Jalen Hurts, a lot of his weaknesses are masked because of the Eagles' offense. You have an elite run game. If you look at the Super Bowl, the Chiefs were selling out on the run to the point that they're leaving A.J. Brown single covered down the field. There's no safety help whatsoever. Look at just the difference in how other quarterbacks are defended. Patrick Mahomes, even with DeAndre Hopkins, who's washed on the outside, they aren't leaving him one-on-one with no safety help because they're more fearful of Mahomes bombing it down the field than Jalen Hurts. So I think a big part of Jalen Hurts, the reason why it's hard to evaluate him is because there is no other quarterback that sees the same defensive coverages as him, because you have to sell out on the Eagles because of their elite offensive line and running game so much. It just makes everything around him naturally easier. And even still this past season, the Eagles passing attack was average. It wasn't even a great passing attack overall. So I think what's elevating Hurts is the playoff performances, but for the majority of the regular season, I mean, he was pretty average.
So why isn't Jalen Hurts? Why isn't Jayden Daniels better than Jalen Hurts then? By that logic.
Oh, that's fair. I won't argue against that at all. I just think Jayden Daniels, the only reason why I would say Hurts is better is because Hurts did have 2022 that was an elite level season, MVP caliber season. Jayden Daniels has had one good year. If he does this again, I have no problem with it. Hurts, at the very least, he's shown us multiple seasons of stable quarterback play with one really elite year.
So you're like kind of going off of stats when it comes to these guys?
I'm going off of just what have you done for me. Hurts in 2022 he played at an elite level. He was second at MVP only behind Patrick Mahomes. Jayden Daniels, I think when you talk about it from a talent perspective, I think he's more talented than Jalen Hurts. I think Jordan Love is a more talented quarterback than Jalen Hurts. But you have to accomplish something. And Jordan Love, he turns the ball over. Jalen Hurts doesn't turn the ball over.
Okay. All right.
We talking about a lot of these guys, all these players getting signed. So we're gonna do biggest and winners for free agency as of right now. Because when is free agency in? I always be forgetting when it's in officially.
Well, technically it goes forever, but in terms of like the big signings,
like the big signings. Oh, I'm tripping. Wait,
yeah, it's usually the first week.
One big signing. I say my favorite.
Yeah, like the big signings usually it's like 1 week.
Let me start off with Joel. Joel, how you feel about Devante Adams being a Ram?
I think it makes the Rams tier 1 contenders. They were a play away from beating the Eagles. Unfortunately, they didn't. So I'm hoping that this year maybe they could get over the hump. I think Devante Adams just brings a different skill set to the Rams offense, being able to line them up on the outside. Now you can have Puka Nacua working that Cooper Kupp role a little bit more. So I like that a lot. And then I like the Poona Ford signing. I think the Rams have put themselves as firmly the second best team in the NFC.
Over the lines?
Yes.
I
Johnny?
don't know about that, but no, I definitely do like the Rams a lot. They probably be and listen, it's early. The draft needs to happen. The rest of free agency needs to happen. But right now, I feel pretty good saying I think the Rams are going to take this division. It just feels good knowing that Demarcus Robinson finally can get out of that X role, and they can finally, because that's what Tay does. Tay's been one of the best press speeders in the NFL for a while. He's still probably top 5 at that in the league. So it's a great fit. It's probably the best wide receiver duo in the league if, Tay continues to be Tay. So I'm all in on it. As a Cardinal fan, I'm terrified.
Yeah, you're fried. I'm not going to lie. You're cook.
You got Josh Sweat, though.
Josh, that's a nice signing, facts. Josh, how you feeling about Tay being around?
I mean, that helps them tremendously. I mean, if they help rebuild and restock that secondary within the draft, then good things are to come. But that D-line, I love their D-line so much. Their defensive line's really, really young, really, really talented players. Braden Fisk, Kobe Turner, Byron Young. They got guys in there, really good players, and their offense is going to be electric. I love the signing for them. So they're going to be one of the best teams in the NFC for sure.
Do right.
And the fan in me hates the signing with a passion because I'm sick of McVay getting demons at wide receiver. But for the Rams, I mean, like Joel said, I mean, I think this definitely puts them over the Lions. I think it puts them over the Commanders. Like, I think this comes with the second best team in the NFC as of now. They're probably doing a division because this roster-wise are better than the Cardinals. Seahawks are going into a retool/rebuild. It's looking like the Niners are doing the same thing. And you're a play away from making the Super Bowl last year. The defensive line showed promise. You have draft picks this year to address the secondary. You have a top 7 receiver in Tay Adams now, pair with Puka. Kyron Williams is still there. Sean McVay is still there. Get rid of Cook. Yeah. Cook is released. I'm pretty sure. There, it's that. So they're that much better. I mean, you got to take this team very, very seriously.
Matt.
Yeah. Obviously, the Rams got better. You had one of the best receivers in football, one of the best receivers ever. You're going to get better. Like, that's just the way it goes. What I'm really going to be looking for this next season is all the people who are just going to randomly switch up and think Devante Adams magically got good again. Now that Sean McVay is going to be calling plays.
It's coming.
I can't wait.
It's coming.
It's like I know that it's going to happen, so it's like I'm not going to be surprised, but
it's going to piss me off.
It's going to piss me off. You say that Garrett Wilson is better and that Devante is maybe a top 10 receiver.
It's going to piss me off because if I hear Devante Adams back in top 5 conference again, I'm going to be mad as well.
Hey, Trent, it's funny. Hey, Trent, a good amount of people probably think Puka's better than Tay Adams right now, which is crazy.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Like I said, once you get over the age of 30, and they just start discrediting you. So.
Wait, is Puka not better than Devante Adams?
No.
You guys are still what?
No,
I mean,
it's not.
what? Puka's like top 15.
Puka straight, bro. I ain't.
Puka's nice. He's not bad.
I ain't gonna
Puka's top 15. Devante is like top 6. Like,
top 15 is nice, Maddie. He cool, bro.
Puka is top 6.
Top 6 what?
He's a top 6 receiver in the league.
No, he's not.
Right now, I'd rather have Puka Nacua than Tyreek Hill, 100%. Yes.
Bro.
Recency bias is
Puka Nacua this past year, who was first in yards per route run.
What are we doing?
As a rookie, he set the rookie record for receiving yards in a season.
Tyreek Hill had back-to-back 1,700-yard seasons. If we want to do that, are we serious?
Tyreek Hill, I think, is still a phenomenal receiver. You're telling me to have one guy, Puka. I'm going with Puka.
The 1 year of Reek having a down year. We're saying Puka Nacua is not better than Tyreek Hill now?
Do we forget about Tyreek Hill in big time games? How many crucial drops he has for the Dolphins? How he got? What do you mean? Every single game against 500 teams they lose, and Tyreek Hill makes big mistakes against the Chiefs. But it's part of it.
He did drop some shit though.
I think Tua is the biggest culprit. I don't think Tua is good. I don't think Tua is good.
But let's not act like they quarterback.
Wait.
I don't think Tua is good.
Which games this season are you talking about the drops though?
I'm talking about the Eagles one. He dropped a touchdown that could have put them within one score. It would have tied the game if I'm not mistaken.
It's not enough to where we're saying Puka Nacua is better than him.
Puka Nacua right now he absolutely has better hands than Tyreek Hill. 100%. He has better hands.
I mean, you want to use drops? Puka lead the league in
drops.
Puka Nacua is one of the best receivers at ball tracking in the league.
What's the name? The year that he broke the receiver, did he not lead the league in drops?
Yeah, dude, that's like a Nick Nash season. What the hell?
Puka Nacua with Nick Nash. Whoa, but Puka Nacua this past year has worked on his ball tracking and catching ability. He has some of the surest hands in the league right now. You look at some of his catches are insane.
Because the degree of difficulty for Puka is so much lower than everybody else. Like, he's playing in the slot. Like,
even if you want to say Puka Nacua,
wait, that's not even correct. Puka Nacua this past 2 years, he's playing out wide more at a higher percentage than in the slot.
We gotta do that. Even if Puka Nacua does have better hands,
he's still a high volume slot guy.
Everything else you're going to talk about is not even a debate. The routes, the yak, the deep threat ability, it's not even close.
Puka is a high volume flanker. He's not an X. He's a flanker, but he's not in a slot. In a slot, this past season, around 36%, he was 60% of his alignment was out wide, and Cooper Kupp is really the slot in that offense. And now we're about to see Puka probably have his best season because Devante Adams is there. But I think Puka Nacua, if you're asking me, like if I'm taking one of these receivers for next year, I think Puka Nacua is criminally underrated because he is labeled as this slot guy when he can do so much more.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think he's criminally overrated because even though Puka Nacua is a great receiver, we're saying he's a top 6 wide receiver in the league. So you just told me that Devante Adams, you believe
you being nice, calling him great.
You're telling me you think Devante Adams at this point in time is better than Puka Nacua.
Yes.
So what other receivers do you think are better than Puka?
Tyreek Hill is still way better than Puka Nacua.
I could give you that. I'll be fine. I want to hear the other ones.
Obviously, I think Nico Collins is clearly better than Puka Nacua.
Devante Smith.
Devante Smith.
Yes, Smitty's better.
I'm gonna be dead honest with you.
Devante Smith, yeah.
Better than Puka Nacua.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be dead.
Ability-wise, yeah, he is.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think Puka's better than league neighbors, and that's just me. I don't think he's better than league neighbors. I don't.
Who?
I'm being dead ass serious.
He said league.
Malik Neighbors. I don't think he's better than league neighbors. I don't think he's better than.
That's not ridiculous though.
I don't think he's better than those.
So you think that Brian Thomas Jr. is also better than Puka?
Yeah.
Marvin Harrison is better than Puka.
No, he's not.
I think Marvin better than Puka.
What does Puka do better?
I ain't gonna lie. I even like Brock Bowers.
Puka's a better route runner than Marvin. He's better at coming back to the ball. Yes, he is. Marvin Harrison Jr., I mean, for a big guy, he didn't come back to the ball at all most of his reception targets.
I don't think Puka's better than George Pickens. That's my opinion.
What?
Marvin Harrison Jr. Let's not
George
be disrespectful about him though.
Oh no, you are clearly intrigued with.
I think George Pickens is easily one of the best receivers in the league.
You're clearly intrigued with traits and not actual production and what they're showing on the field.
Oh yeah, I'm a skills type of person.
Yeah. Actually,
George Pickens doesn't run better routes than Puka Nacua.
Of course not. But everything else that you're going to talk about here, it's George Pickens.
No, it's not.
Hands? I dare you to lie.
Hands is close.
Well, you think
this past season, Puka Nacua has some of
the
the best days in football.
You think Yak is Pickens?
You said no. You said what? My bad. That's the one that washes. My bad. The Yak washes. I think they're
the route running washes.
I think
the route running is I'm not gonna lie. Puka has the route running. Come on,
Puka has the route for sure. But for the hands, I don't think it's even debate. I think if you want to say the big they have two major gaps in their game. Is the hands, GP, I think it's a major gap, and just like Puka with the routes. And I think
we're talking about Puka Nacua. He was
clearly a way better deep threat.
Puka was third in receiving yards per game this past season.
I feel you. I understand that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not hearing.
I don't think production is the end all.
He was, but Puka, he was first. He was first in yards per route run. Number 2 is AJ Brown. Puka was first.
I understand that. Puka is nice. That's not what I'm debating.
Against the Eagles in a playoff game, he was haunting him. He was cooking.
I don't think production is the end all be all when we talk about.
Joe, let me ask you a legit question. You don't think George Pickens cook up in a Sean McVay offense?
Not to the extent of Puka Nacua.
I don't think it's
because Sean McVay's offense is skill set specific.
Yeah, I don't. What's his name?
Oh, I stand corrected.
Trent, I don't disagree with your logic about stats ain't the end all be all because it's not for wide receivers. It's a big reason why I've been high on Terry McLaurin for a long time, despite his quarterback play.
That's another receiver I think is better.
Who?
Terry.
I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't do that.
I think in that sense, the only thing Puka got is the yak over him.
I just feel like Puka because
really good yak.
Puka doesn't look the part, so we underrate him. But he is one of the best receivers in football.
Puka Nacua is nice.
I think Puka Nacua will be looked at like a.
I'll put it like this. This is how I feel about it. I think Puka Nacua.
Oh my god! I see what we're doing.
I think Puka Nacua.
Yo, man, I see exactly what we're doing.
I'm seeing right through this. I took my glasses off.
So you think Garrett Wilson's better than Puka Nacua?
Yes.
Yes.
I do.
No question. 1,000%. This is how I feel about it. I think that Puka Nacua.
Cook.
I think Puka Nacua is closer to Drake London in the top 6.
Drake London is a phenomenal dude.
Too. I'm not gonna lie.
Bro, I'm trying to tell everybody.
I'm taking Drake London easily over Devante Smith.
Okay, now you dragging it.
Now
you dragging it. I was almost getting with you, Joe.
Hold on.
Now you dragging.
Okay. Let me ask y'all a question then. Coming into this upcoming season, you would rather your wide receiver to be Devante Adams over Drake London?
Yes, 100%.
Wait, with no injuries?
Yes, 100%. No questions asked.
Oh my gosh, bro.
I'm going with Drake London.
Wait, so Joel, say if they don't get tomorrow, just they play the full season, they don't get hurt?
Yes.
Durag Dave, DeMarcus Robinson.
I'm taking Tay. If I had to choose between no injuries, because this next coming season, Tyreek Hill or what's his name? Or
Drake
London.
I'm not thinking Tice. I'm taking Tyreek Hill. And who said Drake London is better than Devante Adams?
No, I think Drake London, you can argue, is better than Devante Adams. You can. Absolutely, you can.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah, hold on. He's better at Devante.
He's just such a much bigger body, fluid in his route running. He's a big slot. That's what they really use him as. But I think he's a better route runner, but how fluid London is being. Wait, what are you talking about? I said Devante is better than Drake London.
No, but listen,
I'm saying London's route running for his size, being 6'4", to move that fluid, and his hands. I mean, 50-50 balls for him are like 90-10. He catches everything. Yes. So no, London is I think he is knocking on the door of being an elite wide receiver.
Cook.
And I agree with Drake London. But
I love Drake London.
I really believe once receivers get the pass at the age of 30, they hit 30 and they don't have the years that we expect. We just say we just start criminally underrated. Like I just think it's.
I think Devontae's skill set, bro. You can't.
But
he'll be. He's
so
similar
bad,
to Jerry Rice. He gonna be able to play like that well into his 40s.
Even with Tay, we was just having conversations with Tyreek Hill being an MVP of the whole NFL, and now the next year when he has a down year, we're saying Puka Nacua is better than Tyreek Hill.
Puka Nacua had a historic rookie season.
I understand.
He wasn't better than Tyreek Hill that year.
1,813.
Yeah, but the same way you talk about Puka getting force fed, Tyreek Hill gets force fed in the offense.
Everybody gets force fed. I'm not.
Jalen Waddle is sacrificed in that offense, lining up at an X, so Tyreek Hill can get all these targets. So he's a target
Both
machine.
of them been dropping ignorant shit.
But I will say, that's no disrespect to Tyreek Hill. I just feel like the same way how you feel, Trent, that when receivers get past 30, they get underrated. I think a lot of receivers get overrated because of their name. The name value of them sticks to them like glue.
Now I can agree to that, but in this sense, though, with Tato, he had like a K, and he played 13 games. That's still amazing.
So this all stemmed from you. You guys still believe that
850 yards.
So you guys still believe Devante is better than Puka?
Yeah, 1,000%. 1,000%.
I think they brought him to the Rams to clearly be the number 2 wide receiver. I think Puka's clearly the number 1.
I mean, even if they
yes, you want to say that, but I think they bought
Tay was going to be another.
If you have for any team, if you have an elite wide receiver too that you can still get, and he's old for cheap, why wouldn't anybody do it though? Like, I don't think that's how I feel about it. But
skill set wise, even if Puka ends up outproducing Devante next year, Devante's still going to have the better skill set, which is why I'm going to rank Devante higher 1 year ago.
Yeah, Puka to outproduce him.
But I don't think there's a skill set that Puka Nacua isn't either great or highly elite at.
Yeah, I could say the same thing about Devante Adams, though.
Exactly, but Puka's younger.
This stage, Adams,
At this stage, Devante Adams still does everything extremely well.
So, Devante is not as good as
Yak extremely well at this stage.
I think the only thing that you say that's going down, obviously, is because of his yak.
I mean,
everything else.
I'm
not everything else. I think Tay does it better than.
After this past season, hands. I'm going with Puka.
Like
you said what? Josh.
Tay is still the best route runner in the league, and he's the greatest route runner of our generation. And like,
I agree.
That joke is just not changing. That's what's so special about Devante Adams. Like his press beating ability, even at this stage, in which he's gonna lose he's losing.
What generation is Devante Adams?
It's not as
the only route runner. Bama. Just a side note: the only route runner that's ever better than him is 85 and Chad Johnson. There's no other route runner.
84.
What 84?
80.
It wouldn't. You're not saying Jerry Rice, I'm sure.
Jerry Rice, Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown is a better route runner than him. Jerry Rice better route runner than him. Chris Carter better route runner than him.
Chris Carter? Yo, kick him. Kick him right now. I heard enough, bro.
Chris Carter. Why did Chris Carter crash you out?
Yeah, chill out. You're gonna make me crash out. You're gonna make me start hating on the older generation again.
That is wild, dog. That old generation can't get no love.
You gonna make me start hating on the older generation.
So he a better route runner than Wes Welker.
Yeah. Yo. What is wrong with you?
1,000%. Come on, man. You trolling me. Come on now. Let's lock in, twin. Hey,
even if I was at a clan meeting, I would still say Devante.
What are we talking about? I can hear Antonio Brown. I can hear Jerry.
I can
hear it. Once you start saying like Chris Carter, like all right.
Marvin Harrison.
Wait, Trent. Besides Ocho, who's over Tay?
Are you serious?
No,
Marvin Harrison. You look like that with Marvin Harrison?
No, I promise you.
Marvin Harrison up there for sure. He's for me. I view him really, really highly as a route runner, but he's not no Tay. He's not
Torrey Holt.
Yo, bro.
The big three.
Isaac Bruce.
Out of here, bro. What are you not taking them receivers?
They're not.
No way.
These are this is in my opinion. These are the route runners. These are I think there's one route runner better than Tate. That's 85 and Chad Johnson. The ones I think that are behind him.
He got better footwork. That's a given.
No. Who?
Chad Johnson.
Of course. That's what I said. That's why he's above. Hey,
Antonio Brown.
I think the other three. I think it's
Jerry Rice.
I think three is what's the name? AB, like what you said. But if you want to put those, okay, fine. 4, I guess unpopular. I got Odell. I think Odell's
yo.
I think Odell's easily one of the best route runners ever. It's not even glazing. He can get out of any break with one cut, and it's really insane. Like it's not even like.
I think Stevie Johnson.
I have Jerry.
Oh man,
No hands.
You sick? Oh my God, man.
I got Stevie Johnson like easily above.
Yes, bro. Like it's so many route runners. I'm so mad. I forgot about Stevie Johnson. Oh my gosh,
I got Stevie like 6 or 7.
Oh, okay. All right.
We got to talk about Santonio Holmes.
Oh my goodness, bro.
Shout out to Antonio Holmes,
bro.
When we want to put Justin Jefferson in these combos, to me, never. But I mean,
never.
Nah,
Brandon Lloyd.
I don't know how he would crack the top 10. I don't know how.
It's gonna be tough. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. It's gonna be tough.
I don't know how he was.
Because some of these guys are just more athletically gifted.
Keenan Allen's easily up there too. I'm not gonna lie. Keenan Allen run better across the Jerry Rice.
Yeah, you're a Jerry Rice hater. Oh my gosh.
It's another comment for another day.
What did Jerry Rice do to you?
Nothing. But
Jerry Rice is top 5 route runner. We gotta stop.
He's not a better route runner than Tate. We gotta
stop. Top 5. Cool.
That shit is insane. I'm not gonna lie. But yo, Donnie, you here?
Yep.
Unfortunately.
You ready for this? Let's do this Steelers.
Yeah, let's hold up real quick.
I know, Joel, if you got a dip right now, if you can, it's I don't know how much time you got left, but
nah, it's all good. I'll stay for the tier list.
49ers are signing DeMarcus Robinson.
Famous last words.
Mid.
Hey, at least they added somebody.
Nah, how many?
Hold on. I gotta take it down for a second again. Hold on.
Wow, what happened?
It deleted. It deleted some people added onto it, and they missed some big names, so I gotta add them back.
All right, so we can just talk about a little bit more free till you text me. I'm ready.
Was Mo Alley Cox not on there?
Yo,
shout out G Baby. I wish G Baby was
that boy Austin Hooper way better though. He's good. Austin Hooper's a good tight end.
Is Austin Hooper not like a top
crazy?
He was our second best weapon.
Crazy, bro. It's really crazy.
The Ravens signed. Y'all know the Ravens signed DeAndre Hopkins. Y'all talked about this.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm sick. I'm not gonna lie. I can't stand the Ravens. They're shameless. The Ravens are dead ass shameless when they do this.
I've been told you they nasty. I told you they finna draft. They finna draft the safety.
They did this with Steve Smith. They did this with Anquan Bolden, and then now you do this with DeAndre Hopkins. Are we serious?
They did Deshaun Jackson bad too.
Like, what's the
Dez Bryant? They do all the old receivers
why
bad.
do y'all do that, bro?
They love the wash guys.
They love signing
Mookie. You are shameless.
No. Actually, the Tennessee Titans are so much worse.
You need to go, Mookie. You need to go to outer space and float yourself right now, nigga. You are nasty. You're nasty. What you're doing, Mookie? I see what you're doing, Mookie. You're nasty.
Mookie finna do
J-Rob.
What up, King?
What's good, man?
Right, my brother, man.
I'm done.
What up, fellas? What's good? What's good, y'all boys? Y'all straight?
Yeah, what's good? What's good? So, J-Rob,
talk to me, bro.
As soon as your boy from my house they got signed, you texted me immediately, man. So, what you think the Jets about to do this shit? 'Cause you know your favorite team, the Jets. You got Justin Fields. What you think y'all gonna do?
Real Jets fan in the building, man. I've been here through the dog days. And still optimistic for brighter days to come. And so I'm hoping that begins next season. To be honest, y'all know I've been a Justin Fields defender. I definitely feel like, his start in Chicago, obviously, I think it took everybody seeing the disaster that it was with Caleb Williams and the lack of protection and the flaws in the offensive scheme for them to realize Matt Eberflus really wasn't worth a damn as a head coach. I like this move by Aaron Glenn because reality is the Jets need good culture. Like, they need a good locker room. You need to actually build something with some actual pride in New York City. And so I think the move to let Aaron Rodgers walk, I thought it was a great one. I mean, you know how I feel about Aaron Rodgers, Trent. I do think he was a bit of a cancer to our franchise. I think he pigeonholed us a bit. And so Justin Fields, there's still these question marks, but I do believe in what he is capable of from a talent perspective. It's definitely going to be based around how Aaron Glenn and his offensive staff put the tools around him for him to be successful. But I really will say, I think people forget Aaron Glenn played against Justin Fields multiple times this season. So if Aaron Glenn was in on Justin Fields, that means he's seen enough, even during his times in Chicago, that he had some hope that he can get this done. And for Jets fans, listen, I know it's a 2-year deal, but it's really a 1-year deal. If it doesn't work next season, you can really move off this situation and either go to the draft, try to get somebody else free agency, whatever you want to do. But it is a nice bridge. Ultimately, I don't hate the decision because reality is if it works and Justin Fields plays the best football of his career, we may have our quarterback for a decade. If he doesn't, I mean, I don't think it sets us back a decade either. I think there's some good to take away from this. Now, if the Jets really wanted to go all the way and really set the standard, just in case they should trade for that boy Joe Milton and put him in that QB room. Put him in that QB room. Let him work under Jay Fields. Listen to what I'm saying. Listen, the reason why Joe Milton about to leave the New England Patriots is definitely because of his talent. They know there's a team out there that might be interested to see what he could do. I mean, he's still in a developmental stage of his career.
They only gonna let him go, and they not gonna let him go unless it's the right situation and has a quarterback room that's gonna develop him. So it's strong, and he got promise, baby.
Yeah, he got promise. Yeah, exactly. So if you want to develop a guy with a bunch of tools, I mean, why not? You know, go swing for the fences. I mean, shit, they giving Daniel Jones another contract. You know, you can swing for the fences for a player that you don't know what it'll be. But realistically, as a Jets fan, I like the move. Keep Garrett Wilson happy. I think this will be resurgent for Justin Fields, and it'll be all up. Honestly, it'll be all up to Justin. You know what he makes of this situation, and how he performs. But I think the defense will be good again next season. I know you guys are Sauce Gardner haters in here, but he's still that dude, still top 5 at his position, top 3. Garrett Wilson, offensive third.
Top 3 and what?
Top, hey, man.
Top 3 in New York?
In 3 seasons, he's been first team all pro, and last year went all pro. And y'all said he had a down year, like he gave up 10 touchdowns or something. Like the revisionist history on Sauce Gardner, it kind of loses me when it comes to y'all. But I don't want to talk about Sauce. It's not about Sauce, y'all. It's about Jay Fields.
That nigga don't travel past the corner store, J.
Let's talk about. Can we talk about Justin Fields? Let's get back to Justin Fields because I don't want to. Y'all get distracted.
It's a good day for y'all, J-Rod.
Justin Fields got
reunited with his boy. It's a good day, bro.
And if we could go, and I honestly feel like in the draft, you know, there's some things we need in the draft, but I feel like, hey, if you know, maybe trade out of 7, get a Emeka Egbuka. I think he's one of the safer picks at the wide receiver position. I would like compared in that group. I think the chemistry wise, you know, you got the New York Knickerbocker Villanovas, and then you got the New York Jet Buckeyes. You feel me? So I think it'll be a good thing going. But overall, I like the move. I think Aaron Glenn's trying to set a culture. I think it's a good moment for Justin Fields to prove himself. And I will concede this too, because it will be very, you know, disingenuous of me to say this, but Justin Fields is coming to the Jets at the right time, because if he came, I think the same time with Zach Wilson and that staff, I don't think he will still be a New York Jet. So I think ultimately this is the most promising time for him to be a Jet. And I'm excited, man. I'm excited because at the end of the day, when he has a better season than Trevor Lawrence, I cannot wait to look Durag Dave in the eyes and listen to the excuses he's going to give me. I can't wait to hear the excuses he gives me at the end of the season when the Jaguars don't make the playoffs. And so
I will bump it up to 100, J-Rob.
Let's bump it up. Let's bump it up, bro. Bump it up, bro. Let's put 100 on it, Dave, because we got to get these Trevor Lawrence brainwashing out your brain.
Yeah, sure.
But ultimately, I'm excited. There's still things to be seen. I see I got Joel up here. I know he's a Jets fan. But you know, I'm excited to wait and see, man. Wait and see and hope for the best. You know what I'm saying? But we've had some dark fucking years. Sorry for my language.
You good.
And so, you know, I'm tired of this shit, you know.
Yeah,
I'm tired. I'm tired, boss. I'm tired.
Wait, I have a
question. You want to stay up here for this? We about to do a tier list, tight tier list.
Yeah, go ahead. I got some time. I'm just in the office right now, so y'all good.
Donnie, you good? Everything straight? All right, but come on.
But can I say one last thing? Or Joe Milton should go to the Dolphins. I'm just saying.
Wait, so
no, they got Zach Wilson. Chill.
Wait, I have a question though. What's Joe Milton's role going to be? Is he going to play edge rusher?
Tight end. They need a tight end.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm up here with a self hater. My bad.
I'm not a hater. That
I forgot he hates how he looks in the mirror. Bro, why is he an edge rusher? Why can't he just develop, bro? So you're telling me, Josh, let me ask you a question for real.
He's 25.
Are there not players that are better in the NFL than they are in college? That's happened before, right?
It's true.
But you acting like the sample size is like you saw him play in a regular season game. He looked all right. He showed some glimpses. Like give him a chance. Let's not act like y'all didn't turn no tape on.
I mean, he did play the Bills backups.
It doesn't matter. He played NFL players. Donnie, you could be the third string quarterback and would not know what to do against the backups. It's NFL football.
J-Rob, if we're saying this against the Bills backups, then we should also be hyping up guys in the preseason because it was basically the same thing.
Bro, that's not what I'm saying. His whole career. This is where y'all lose me. This is where y'all.
Wait, hold on. Can we respect
it's about development? I'm not saying he's finna be a ball. I'm not saying I don't know what he's gonna be. I'm just saying what's the problem taking a flyer on him? That's my point. Like,
there's no problem with that.
He's not finna be the starter right away. I'm just saying, like, what can he be? Like, did y'all really think Josh Allen was gonna be Josh Allen? Because Joel, you watched Josh Allen to start versus the Bills. It took a minute for him to figure it out. I'm not saying Josh Allen almost a bust at this first season. I'm not saying Josh Allen is him. What I'm saying is we've seen players. Hold on. You talking about shit that doesn't matter. I'm talking about raw abilities. Y'all the same people who was just on here the last time I was with y'all debating about with Mookie about raw talent and all this shit. Now I start talking about raw talent. Y'all don't know what I'm talking about, but I know what it is. Actually, Josh, when it comes to you, I definitely know what it is. But anyway. All I'm saying is, if he has the ability to develop, why not see what happens? Josh Allen wasn't finished product. Lamar wasn't a finished product. I'm not saying he's going to be that. But all quarterbacks drafted in the first round, y'all, is a crapshoot. It literally is all a crapshoot. There's no guarantees.
I mean, so you think? But why, why you want to
like? I don't understand why. This is what be losing me with these boys. Is like, how if I'm saying that you could develop a player, how is that crazy?
So before we get to, so you think a team's trade for like a dude like Jordan Travis?
Shit. Well, he broke his leg though. That's a little different.
Okay, so who's
if he didn't break his leg, Jordan Travis would have been. I think.
Shit, fuck it.
I mean, shit.
Hey, J-Rob, you got to say this. He broke his leg after tearing his ACL, bro.
Yeah, like his leg was destroyed. Like I feel like that's a terrible example.
Because that's the only reason he went to Florida State and didn't go to the league the year before, bro. Didn't he tear his ACLs somewhere else? Like he had a fucked up injury before that, so he got a track record.
Yeah, so it's just like that's a whole different. I
don't know, bro. I mean,
and Trey Lance, and then bro, and this is what I talk about, Trey. You gotta stop coming on your show with Durag Dave. Bro just brought up Trey Lance. Trey Lance been in the NFL for 5-6 years. How is that even the same thing? And then somebody said in here that he's 25, but some of y'all was telling me about Bo Nix, who was old. Like y'all mix and match y'all commentary based on like that shit was so weird, bro. Let's get to the tier list. Let's get to the tier list, y'all. Y'all be so inconsistent.
You know, people were saying Bo Nix is alright. Look, he alright.
I was too for the same reason. But he proved me. But he proved us wrong. He proved us wrong. Jayden Daniels is 24, bro.
Think about this though. You was hating on Bo Nix when he was coming out, but
and then Trent. The difference between me and y'all, I don't stick to my takes. I don't stick to just prove a point. If I was wrong, I said I was wrong. Bo was nice. I said in the chat, go look. Bo been having a good year. What else you want me to say? He was older, was fine. Jayden Daniels, older, was fine. So
they were way more.
What do you want me to do? I can't cry over spilled milk, bro. I changed my mind. I was wrong.
He's nowhere near as polished. That's the difference. Nowhere near.
So, Andrew, let me start with you.
You're right, Brad, babe.
You got Mark Andrews in this tier.
And your first take application here. You're a genius.
You got Mark Andrews, baby. All right, yo, Joel, you hear us?
I can hear you guys.
All right, bet. You got Mark Andrews start off. Where we putting him?
I'm gonna go with great starters.
Yeah. I think it's like one or two.
Wait. How small is the elite starters going to be?
One, maybe two.
It's going to be. The way how this is.
Y'all going to hate me. It's definitely three people in there. It's three of them.
I agree. I think it's for sure.
I'm telling y'all right now, it's three of them, and one of them not even in his second year yet.
Yeah, Brock Brown. We all know.
Wait, who's the other then?
McBride.
I'm going.
It would probably be Kittle, and I think
I'll go Kittle. I will go Kittle.
Oh yeah, Kittle
and then-
McBride. My bad.
I was about to say it would be Kittle, and then I don't know how y'all feel about this, but for me, it'll be Trey McBride.
Yeah,
for sure.
I think Trey McBride is. I'm gonna be honest. I think Trey McBride is elite. He's elite.
Yeah.
Honey, you got your king. Where you putting him?
I got my kin. Yeah. I think I think as long as you have Kittle at 1 and this guy top 3, I'm fine with it. Second or third best tight end in the league. He's an elite.
Who is the tight end for the Broncos? I dead forgot.
That's
Greg Dulcich.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go to terrible.
Actually, no, I'm lying, y'all. There's 4 elite tight ends. 4.
Matt, where are we putting him?
I'm not doing him. I'm doing Evan Ingram.
You said yeah, where you putting my dog though? Don't violate. Do not violate.
Yeah, bro. Relax.
Just rank him.
Relax.
Shout out VIP room legend.
Yeah, facts. Cool dude, man.
I mean, I think he's a top 10 tight end in the game. So I mean, I would put him in good starter, but I guess if we're calling Mark Andrews just
average,
not
well, good isn't like a bad thing though.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie because I'm gonna be honest with you.
I think, bro, Mark Andrews is elite. Like, I don't know what y'all are looking for in a tight end to make you not think that Mark Andrews is elite. It isn't elite.
I just don't think he played at an elite level this past year.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie, and I will argue that Isaiah likely might have more upside to him.
Well, I mean, if you're going off of stats, like, yeah, sure, he did.
No, not even stats, man. I'm talking about like when he was even at his best, he still was dropping ignorant shit. Like
I think Evan Ingram.
Oh yeah, no, I can't. Yeah,
low key, like in the year 2025, Evan Ingram when healthy, and Mark Andrews, I don't think it's that crazy.
I think Evan Ingram's.
Yeah, I'm kind of with that. I don't think it's that much of a difference between the two. I really feel that.
Yeah, I got Mark Andrews, but I think Evan.
I'm taking.
He could be a good starter. I'm not mad if Evan Ingram's a good starter.
I mean, put Ingram in average, but
no, we could put Ingram in average though. I agree with that.
I mean, I just don't think he's on the same tier as Mark Andrews. I can't do that.
For sure.
Okay, I'm not sure. Dave, you got Zach Ertz. It's crazy. Zach still got it, but he's just, of course, not.
And that's where it's just messed up because Zach
I don't think
he's an average starter.
You said what?
Say that again.
He's average. That's an average starter.
Yeah.
Zach.
That.
Yeah, I'm kind of with him there.
Damn.
Who's up next? Is it Josh?
Yeah, Josh, you got no offense.
I mean, this past year he was solid. I mean, he's like, damn, there's gonna be a lot of average starters. I don't know if y'all okay with. I mean,
yeah, that's fine. We put them where they're supposed to be.
I mean,
there's a lot of average starters at the tight end.
Okay, below average. I might throw him like top of below average, low key. Yeah, I'll throw him top of below average.
Oh yeah, I should probably change the word in there.
What you think? What you about to put?
Oh no, I already changed it.
Yeah.
All right, bet. And then Bama, you got Jake Ferguson. Jake Ferguson, I fuck with Jake Ferguson.
Yeah, I like Jake Ferguson too.
The Cowboys hate him.
I'll throw him below average in front of Noah though.
Whoa, below.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he might be better than Noah Fan, but I don't think he's a below average starter though. Ben, he's below average
as well.
He's just as good as Mark Andrews right now.
Yeah, I think he's at least an average starter.
Huh? No, he's not. Huh?
Jake Ferguson is nice.
Ferguson is not does not
What's going on?
anything that has to do with Mark Andrews.
Well, advanced analytics will tell you though that Mark Andrews does drop off in playoff games. Just saying.
You choose one want to value playoff dropping though. I ain't.
Bro,
Y'all value playoff dropping.
On the same level as Mark.
Jake,
I only do that for quarterbacks though. No.
Jake Ferguson, at the very least, he's above Zach Ertz.
Ferguson is nowhere near Mark Andrews.
So the reason, bro, I'm taxing, bro, because
I'm
the Cowboys offense used their tight ends heavy, bro. Like you can look at the production you get from Dalton Schultz, and then look at how his production drop off with the Texans.
Because he's playing with Nick. Yo, come on, bro.
No, you're not finna do that. The Cowboys offenses be loaded, bro. The Cowboys offenses be loaded with CeeDee Lamb and all of that.
You're going
and Dalton Schultz still used to have 2-3 touchdowns again. Don't do that, Trent.
Just think you're taxing a player for being in a scheme where he gets the ball. What the fuck is that?
Bro, because it's not like he's just fucking game breaking shit, bro. It's just the offense is just It's just layups for them to get the football, bro. Like
we're saying that Zach Ertz and Jake Ferguson are not in the same tier.
Okay, maybe if I can understand what you're saying, but like, I mean, Zach Ertz is not better than Jake Ferguson.
Yeah, like, come on, bro.
But y'all wouldn't consider Zach Ertz to be an average starter though?
I'm gonna be dead ass. This is how I feel about it. If we talking about like
because we're saying average and below average. I think Jake Ferguson and Zach Ertz are just average starters. Like I wouldn't like it's not a terrible
you can
team.
put him, okay, go ahead. You can put him an average starter though. He all right. I mean,
you don't got to be the top of your shit. Can I get Isaiah Likely? Because we already kind of know where we want to put McBride at.
Where are we putting Isaiah Likely? Let me know where you
put him above of Mark Andrews.
That's nasty, bro.
He's better than Mark Andrews, bro. I'm gonna be honest. Hold on before y'all violate. Look, before y'all violate. Hold on. I think if y'all watch this season, if y'all have watched this past season, Isaiah Likely, he might, outside of Brock Bowers, might have the best yak of the tight ends. Have y'all not been watching his after the catch, his contested catch? Is his yak not nice? Is his yak not crazy? Are y'all bugging? Did y'all not see him put Mika Patrick into the dirt?
Did I just hear Isaiah Likely has better yak than Kittle and McBride?
Yeah.
Did I just
I'm putting this shit over, bro.
That's not ridiculous.
That's not ridiculous, bro. It's not ridiculous. Yo, next film room, next film room. Let's do an Isaiah Likely breakdown, please. All this shit Maddie doing, relax. I will cook you in any football debate. Sit your ass in that chair.
Ooh.
Now, anyway, all that extra, we don't need all that. Sit your ass down, kid. He's doing too much. Now, Isaiah Likely won't be in that tier, but he is a above average. What is it, above average? All right, fine, Donnie. Kittle, I won't argue. Kittle's fine. He's elite. Donnie, I got him in elite. Donnie, he's still elite. I got him over him. It don't matter. But can we get back to what I'm saying? Isaiah Likely is above average, and I promise you, he's having a 900-yard type season this year. I promise you. I'm telling you. Put him behind Andrews, just so everybody can relax. But he's better than him. I'm telling you.
We got my son Likely over Evan Ingram. Damn,
I got Likely over all them boys below him. All of them.
Crazy.
On my soul, I do. I see the potential. Y'all know y'all potential merchants. I can be too. Shit. Y'all love potential. I love that shit like y'all, man. Y'all tell me about it all the time. Potential.
That's crazy. So we already know I'm not gonna lie. We already know where to put me, brother. Let me choose mine. So
wait, hold on. Above or below Bowers?
Come on. Below his ass.
Yeah, below. Bowers is crazy.
Boy, Donnie want to keep talking, man.
No, I got him below Bowers too.
Who's his next one? I can't. You got the suit
on. That's Colson Loveland.
That's crazy. We're not putting him in. He automatic demon. You come on, bro. He ain't even in the league.
Come on, bro. You nasty.
I didn't put him in here.
Is that Frymouth?
I didn't put him in here. Come on.
Skip him. Let's go Frymouth.
Wait, is that Frymouth, Donnie?
Yeah, that's Petty Fry.
That's crazy. This is nasty. Yo, that's fine.
I ain't gonna cap though. Y'all lying though. That boy Isaiah Likely got some.
Come on, Rob.
Hey, J-Rob.
Bro.
Hold on. Watch this though. Look.
Watch this.
Wait, so are we going in the order? We're going in the order of this row, right?
Yeah. So
okay, Likely's crazy.
I'll go Pat Fairmouth.
It's me, Joel. They know you got it.
Okay, but Pat Fairmouth, average starter.
I'm not gonna lie. I think he's better than Isaiah Likely. So I'm saying it right now.
Crazy work.
Oh, so you think he's better? Should I put him right here?
Go ahead.
This shit is fried right now.
Yep.
Potential. We're gonna need a lot of them, guys.
Potential pick.
I'm putting Frymouth over Isaiah Likely.
You got potential? Can I boost Coastal level up then?
Go ahead. Yeah, we love potential.
No, brother. Yeah.
You don't got to do shit for 5 years for a team, and you still B+ tier. You know.
So Joel, you got Dallas. Got it.
Yep.
I'm putting good starters.
Where at?
Above Frymouth.
Cook.
He not number one. He don't got to be.
Dallas Goedert's really good still.
He's OD nice.
He's OD, bro. He had like 500 yards in 10 games.
Dallas Goedert sent Zach Ertz to the gulag to Washington for real.
All right, so it's on Donnie. You got Hunter Henry.
I don't know. Probably below Noah Fant.
Yeah, you put below.
What?
No.
What are you talking about? What?
Donnie, stop.
What? Okay, he's Hunter Henry. Actually, it's the Hunter Henry. I'm thinking it's a different Hunter Henry. I think he averaged.
Dude, we're gonna have so many tight ends in average though. That's my problem.
That was my problem with putting Andrews in good starters. Is like how many like.
I mean, there's a lot of average tight ends. So I mean, if you want.
I mean, yeah, but
yeah, I'm fine with him here. It's just the problem is if he's going to be here, a lot of other guys are going to be there and also in there also.
I don't think that's a problem. We got to rank him where we rank him at. So
they probably right here then.
All right, so on Josh, you got Janu.
Janu. I mean, Janu's a pretty solid player. I'll put him average, but
I think he's below Evan Engram, in my opinion.
Yeah, no.
Pro Bro Jonu Smith. I met Jonu actually. Interviewed him a little bit.
He's average. He can be.
So you guys think Pat Frame was better than Jonu Smith?
Yeah.
Joe, you feel?
Yeah, Jonu Smith being below average.
I know Jonu just had a phenomenal
I think Jonu's like among the top of average.
Well, I'm kind of viewing it.
I mean, yeah, if we're putting it that way, sure, but these tiers are already like.
Yeah, like the tiers are already.
I mean, I think he's better than Henry, like a little bit.
I think, like, I know y'all like Likely, but like, I think he still got a show.
You put him in average, then y'all can put Likely in average, but I want him over Zach Ertz for sure. Maybe not Evan Ingram, but y'all can put him in average.
That's where I like.
I'm fine with that.
You could put him right behind Jonu.
I think Jonu better than Evan Ingram.
Yeah, you could put him. We could put him right behind Jonu. Trent, if you want to move Likely to average.
Go ahead, Donnie.
Nah, put him behind Jonu and Evan.
All right, who is it on? I think it's on.
Yeah,
you got TJ.
Shit, bro. He been hurt. Unsure.
I mean, he's been hurt. Like
low key, yeah, we can bump. Can we just bump Jonu top? Bottom of good, low key.
Yeah, that's valid. That's valid. I'm with that. He had a good year. He had a good season.
Man, Donnie, who that dude in the suit?
That's Brenton Strange.
That's
took over for Evan Ingram.
He's terrible.
I got it. Yeah, give me another one, Trent. Come on, bro.
Yeah, I'll give you Kelsey. Where are you putting Kelsey?
Kelsey right now?
Uh-huh.
Y'all gonna hate this. That's my dog. He's trash right now. Below average. He's below average right now.
Yo, you trolling.
Stop trolling.
That's a troll, but
Put him at the top of the elite, bro.
Nah, he might be at the
No.
I'll say this. Put him, I guess, good starter because he's Travis Kelsey, benefit of the doubt, but he did not have a good year and he did not look that great.
Where am I putting him?
Because he
might be at the top of average starters.
Are we dead ass?
Yeah,
I'll put him above
Travis Kelsey?
I'm not going to disrespect him.
Trolling right
I'm not going to disrespect him because he's Travis Kelsey. Let's go put him over Jonu for sure. Maybe behind Goddard. Let's put him behind Goddard. I think that'll be cool.
All right.
I don't hate that.
I think that's
yo,
No.
Wait, hold on. Where do I think he should be? Hold on, time out. Where should he be? Where should I be? Is he elite right now?
Is he not the best tight end in the league?
No, he's not. He's not.
Hell no.
No, he's not.
Bama, did you watch
This year?
Did you
I'm not gonna
watch
lie. This year,
We're talking about this past season.
The year before that.
Are y'all really taxing him on this?
I'm not lying. You don't want to hear my opinion on when has Travis Kelsey been the best tight end in the league. You don't want to hear what I want to say.
Chill. I don't want to hear that either. I don't want to hear that either.
This year.
No,
We doing Travis Kelsey like that. How good was Patrick?
I think Travis top 5.
The nigga averaged a pick a game until like
all time
7 or 8, bro. What are y'all talking about?
I think Travis.
That doesn't make him the best tight end in football.
But this list is based off this past season, I'm assuming, right?
Oh, I just thought overall what they didn't did.
I mean, overall,
it's overall.
Overall, it's a skill set.
It's still like.
All right, so then you got to put him at the. Oh, then if it's overall, no, if it's overall, then. If it's overall, then
we still talking about like this year and last year.
Nah, if we talking overall, put them in the league. Sorry, we doing that.
What?
I thought this was like, what are they now?
Guys, elite.
If we talking about what are they now?
If we're talking about what are they now, then he's a good starter.
Mark Andrews in elite. Like
I mean,
Yeah,
okay,
I agree with
But Donnie, that's literally the question I'm asking though.
Wait, Kelsey not better than
now.
Goddard.
I feel like,
No, I'm too
okay, we can do whatever.
If we're
now.
talking right now, that's
be
where
a
he should
medium,
be.
though. Like,
If he's in the league, you're telling me he's in the same tier as like
Donnie, no, I don't feel that he's elite. I'm going by based on
Wait,
what they're
Donnie,
saying.
what you trying to say?
I was going to say Kelsey's not in the tier of Kittle.
Right now, no, he's not.
Yes, no, he's not.
Okay,
but that's my point.
Kelsey's not, in my opinion, Kelsey's not in the same tier as those top three guys. I don't think he is.
Yeah.
Not after what we saw last year. And he's not getting any better.
But the thing is, though, y'all pick and choose when y'all want. Come on, Donnie. Look, can we like?
I'm the biggest Travis Kelsey defender. You feel
Like,
me? But
Donnie,
it's just
can
like
you chill though? 'Cause you wouldn't say that because you was just defending when Joel was just saying Puka Nakua. You take a run and have a Puka Nakua over Tyreek Hill. He had one back. He had one back over you.
Wait, what happened?
Wait, Donnie, was you not just here for that? Oh my
What?
God.
I was doing stuff.
Puka Nakua over
I was not here for
Tyreek
that.
Hill?
Yeah.
I think Kelsey's the very top of the good starter tier.
I think Kelsey's right here.
How good was the receiver? How good was the receiver play from the Chiefs this year?
It's never that can't be.
It wasn't good. The tight end play also wasn't good.
Okay,
but if all you have to do is focus on a 35-year-old tight end, bro.
I mean, that is a good point. That's a good point, Bama. I can't.
Nah, but
That's not a terrible point, though.
Time out.
In 2022, when they won the Super Bowl, he literally had one of his best years ever.
But they still had solid receiver.
He's also 3 years younger.
It wasn't a revolving door of receivers in there.
Worse than
Look, Hollywood Brown went down. Hollywood Brown
returned the playoffs.
What is Hollywood Brown?
He didn't even play.
No, I'm not talking about. I'm talking about this whole season. Yeah. Hollywood Brown went down, so there's no consistent receiver play. I think Xavier worked. Yeah, exactly. And then they've been trying to figure out what to do with him all season. Though.
But here's the thing, though.
Bama, here's my thing. You're saying he's the best tight end in the league for that reason, but I could literally say the exact same thing for Bowers. But Bowers was flat out better this year.
That's a fact.
Well, I think ultimately in 2022, Travis Kelsey was still elite. Their receivers sucked. Juju, MVS, they weren't good.
It was 3 years.
Yeah, but they were there the whole season. I'm pretty sure.
I understand what you're saying, but I think the difference between that time and now, in 2022, the Chiefs could scheme up an offense around Kelsey because he was still elite. Last year, he could do it in moments. This year, that was lost. He was washed. In the playoffs, he was washed.
Yeah, he was not good in the playoffs, Bama, at all. Like, it was hard to watch. And he couldn't block nothing. Like, he was literally a cone. He was a cone. And
you don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, but Maddie, he can't even give anybody a chip. Like, he can't even touch anybody right now.
Bowers may not be the best blocker, but the thing is like he clears at this point in almost every aspect of the receiver. And Kittle and McBride are two of the best blockers in the league. So,
and honestly, is Kelsey beating man coverage at this age? I really don't know.
No,
he's not. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got to make his money playing against zones. And I promise you, a lot of teams this season, Kelsey's probably seen a lot of man coverage. Like, they're throwing off his time in all season long next year. I bet you.
All right, so let me get just on me. Let me get Kittle and just put him in the one. And then Joel. You got
I'll do Brenton Strange. Somebody wants to.
Why is Brenton Strange?
Dalton Kincaid.
Yeah, respect Brenton Strange.
I love Brenton Strange.
Brenton Strange is a bum.
I love Brenton Strange.
The bum is crazy.
Nah, he ain't a bum.
How can somebody be a bum when he got a quarterback? Never mind.
Yo, J-Rock.
I'm just saying. I thought the goal was to catch passes, you know?
Bro, I'm from Jacksonville, and I'm trying to tell these folks around here that
J-Rock might be the funniest Trevor Lawrence hater ever, bro. I mean,
I'm not a hater. See, you, Josh, Josh, you ain't been here since the beginning.
Trevor Lawrence neither. So
Trevor,
because of people like Donnie.
Josh, you ain't been here since the beginning. I was rocking with Trevor, bro. It was disappointing me.
All right, so look.
We was flying the plane with Trevor Lawrence. That boy looked back at us and jumped out. That boy said,
I like Sunshine. For
is it on me?
Yeah, where you putting Don Kincaid?
I'm putting Kincaid over likely.
Oh, okay.
Come on.
I agree. I agree.
I didn't know.
Likely better than him.
Nah, Kincaid's really like that.
Likely better. Likely better.
Very,
Dalton is nice. He's nice.
Matt, where you putting Jatavion?
No, it's my turn.
Oh, it's my fault. My bad.
Yeah, you could do
yeah, I want to. All right, he's here for now, but I think he bumps up to here, somewhere around here after next season.
Mark Andrews. I was got it. You smacked. But
Oh no! He's gonna not over there. He's gonna bump like right here.
No, I'm looking at Eagles Nation comment. My boy Eagle Nation.
Yeah, please respect Brandon Strange. He was second in the Jaguars receiving room this past year.
Wait, he said Mark Andrews is better than who?
Then Dallas got it. Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I'm so trying to trade him right now.
Bro, you don't got a cape for him. Bro.
Yeah, the Eagles trying to get younger right now.
That is going to be gone in a month.
Eagles trading up to Tyler Warren.
Matt, where are you putting Sam Laporta?
Ooh, okay.
I know where I'm putting him.
Put Sam Laporta between Kelsey and Freiermuth.
Kelsey and Freiermuth.
Laporta better than McBride? Oh, he said Kelsey. Oh,
okay, I was about to say that.
I thought he put him in the elite.
Hell no.
Hell no.
All right, so
I know Sam Laporta. He's cool, but he's not like that.
Dave, you got
Durag. Where you putting Njoku?
Njoku. Okay.
So we just skipping
this. Y'all got this tier list.
Yeah, we're skipping JT Sanders and stuff out here.
Because based on the tier list, I don't think Njoku's better than Evan Ingram. I think Evan Ingram is a tier 2 low. So I'm just throwing Njoku in good starters.
Right here.
Njoku Loki is at the top of good starters.
Can we all just unanimously agree we put
I'm gonna put him ahead of Freiermuth.
Unsure.
Yeah.
No, I'm not putting him in unsure. I'm sure.
Oh, and ahead of Freiermuth?
Put him in unsure average.
It's close though.
He is at the bottom of average right now.
I really still think he's a good starter.
He's average.
I don't think Njoku's better than Ferguson. If I'm being.
All right, so it's on.
I think Ferguson's too low too.
No.
Hey Josh, so where are you putting him? Kyle Pitts. I'll give him Kyle Pitts.
Kyle Pitts? Are we serious?
Elite.
Kyle Pitts at this stage in time. Shit, man.
Either the bottom of, gotta be the bottom of average.
That boy.
Bottom of average is insane. No.
No, we're not. No.
You can toss Kyle Pitts. Y'all taking Kyle Pitts or Isaiah Likely?
Oh shoot!
I'm taking Isaiah Likely. I'm taking Isaiah Likely.
I think you put him ahead of Likely behind Kincaid.
No way. What has he done to deserve that?
The fuck has Isaiah Likely?
1,000 yards his rookie year.
His rookie year.
Kyle Pitts is better than Evan Ingram, but that's not something.
Kyle Pitts needs
he's
to
better.
do more
If
work.
we're being honest, he's better than David Njoku. But
Oh my God, he has to do more, y'all.
I think it's just wild that I don't know. It's weird because in the beginning of the season he was actually playing really well, and then
He fell off. But actually, that might be because Kirk Cousins is what I've been telling y'all he is.
Don't say I've been. Don't ain't trying to hear that because if he comes back and he's nice, he's gonna laugh.
I've been telling you about him.
Yeah, I've been told you about Jared Edge too.
Yo, leave Jared Edge out of this. He was
Not
catfishing for a good minute.
All right, so Bama, where you put Mike the second? If he's there, I'm not gonna get to the point where we just
Captain Greedy, man. That nigga got the best greedy in the league by far. For that alone, that puts him behind McBride. No, I'm just playing. I'll probably say in front of Noah Fant. Really, in front of Hunter Henry for real, bro. I don't know. I like Gesicki better.
You lied.
All right, I think we're to the point where can we just start like we all just rank these guys and I'll give y'all bumps after this because I'm not gonna. There's a lot of
respect Luke Musgrave.
Wait.
Yeah,
Can I
respect
Tucker Craft, please?
Yeah, JT.
Take that back, man. Put him in front of Noah Fant. That nigga don't block nothing, man.
Is that Tyler Warren on this graph?
Tyler Warren about to be a dog, boy.
Is that Tyler Warren right there?
Yeah, right there.
Put him in good starter. Good starter.
I was gonna say elite.
But I really want to say elite. If you want me to really go, I want to say elite, but I'll say put him in the back.
Hold on, for ranking Tyler Warren, we're ranking Colson.
Wait. Are we just gonna forget that Tucker Craft exists?
Because I ain't gonna lie, Trent, I ain't gonna lie. He might be the first rookie to get 99 spectacular catch. For real. Tyler Warren spectacular catches. Yo, I've never seen nothing like it, Donnie. Like it is.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's crazy.
So look,
That shit make me want to say he a generational talent sometimes because of how
what's his
crazy
name,
his hands
man?
are.
Shout out Tyler for answering my top 5 question. And be our good. I want to steal it from you. Shit crazy. Shit's ridiculous. Yeah, we can put Colson there too if you want to. if you want to.
Oh, y'all sticking there.
I think that's
Put
like,
one there. We're putting Loveland there.
like my dog Daniel Bellinger, average. There's a lot of average here. I'm not gonna lie.
Dude, Tucker Craft is way better than average. Oh
Yeah, I mean, we got Tucker Kraft, we got Dalton Schultz, JT Stanton, Cole Kmet's a good player.
I'm not gonna lie, they're literally all average.
Tucker Craft, this Tucker Craft is respect.
I know you're not about to crash over Tucker Craft.
No. You're right. I'm not gonna.
Hey,
crash
Tucker
over-
Kraft is good. Let's respect him, please.
Yeah. Like we're not.
Wait, you're talking about? We did that saying Tucker Kraft is in the same tier with like Pat Fryermuth and John Smith.
Tucker Kraft is better than Pat Fryermuth.
Yes,
Oh, wow.
yes, he is. No.
I'm not mad at that.
He's better than Njoku. He's better than.
Oh, shut up.
Yeah. Well, why is David Njoku better than Tucker Kraft?
I think David Njoku nice. I think you're bugging. He's had you throwing him the football for 3 years. What is he supposed to do with that?
I'm elite.
No, you're not elite. He needs to stay out there massage parlors, bro.
I'm elite.
Tucker Kraft is the best tight end in the NFC North.
Joey Bosa to the Bills. What's the deal?
Yeah, Joey Bosa.
Yeah, Bosa got sent to the Bills. Unfortunately,
1 year, 4 or 5.
I don't even know
It's a non-factor to me.
That could either make or break Joey Bosa for real. Get him one more contract.
I think this shit is fine. Like I'd rather bump Kelsey up, but I don't think we need to do any crazy bumps or whatever.
I want to bump Laporta up a little bit, honestly.
Yeah, where's Laporta at? I don't know.
Yeah,
was he hurt this year? He was hurt this year, though. No.
Yeah, he was playing hurt this year.
I hate the tax players when they play hurt but they still play.
Wait, whoa, move! You gotta move Tucker Kraft up.
Excuse me.
Wait. Where we put Tucker?
Above Hunter Henry.
Oh my god! Y'all would be so pissed if you let me rank him.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. You gonna say some malarkey? I'm good. So.
Yeah. I would put him like in between like Laporta and Njoku.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. But what's his name though? I like the list. The list was cool. You know what I'm saying? You read this one super chat before we head out. Where y'all got Trey Hendrickson going? I don't know where he's gonna go.
My current guess right now is the Lions.
Did he officially get released, or are they seeking to trade him?
They're gonna trade him. They're gonna trade him.
I hope he honestly. I hope he comes to the Jets.
Just like Justin Smith.
I know they extended to
And side note, J-Rob, he got signed to 1 year, 12 million.
Who? Joey Bosa?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's a lot of bread. I didn't think he would get
that's
that.
That's why he didn't go to the Niners. We was not about to get
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of money. I actually was not expecting to get that money. I would have said between like.
I don't think Joey
5 and
Bosa's that
9.
good anymore. But how does Javon Kinlaw get more money than Joey Bosa?
Age.
Because Adam Peters.
Dog, how does Dan Moore get paid? Dude,
Listen, we just gave Brandon Stevens a big deal with the Jets.
Wait. If age is an issue, if age is an issue, how come Grady Jarrett?
Yeah, I hear that, Maddie. No, I hear that. But also, Joey Bosa has an injury history, though. But to still get $12 million, Maddie, I feel like he got a good little finesse.
Yeah.
He got a good finesse.
Man, that should not.
Because he's been hurt a lot.
Hold on. Dan Moore is making more money than Jalen Johnson. Just what that's in the head.
Hey, before we did, because I got it. Before we did, we all know. I'm gonna start off with you, J-Rock, because me and you both been on the Caleb Williams FC train for a minute since 2022.
Yes, sir.
They got making all these moves, making all these loose linemen, trade for Joe Thuney. They got some pieces. They got a lot of people. So, where do you think Caleb? What's the trajectory to predict? Give you a prediction because you go with your predictions. Where do you think Caleb?
I mean, listen. If it works out, and Caleb Williams is able to stay upright and be the quarterback that I think he is, I mean, there's no reason why he would be undeniably top 10 by the end of the year. I mean, he's that level of talent. I mean, we all know that his creativity in the pocket is Mahomes-esque. I mean, in another year under the system, Ben Johnson as your head coach, like Ben Johnson is a mad scientist. You know what I'm saying? And a guy like Caleb, who's more physically capable than a Jared Goff, I think the sky's the limit. And it's really just what Caleb, really what he is from upright from a mind standpoint. Because if his IQ is high and he can make the throws, which I know he can, I mean, he should be undeniably top 10 by the end of the season.
Bama?
Like I said, man, Sis gonna have to show me something, man. Look me in my eye. I want him to know this. Sis got to show me something, man. You know what I'm saying? All right.
You're crazy.
They getting them all the weapons. You know what I'm saying? They getting them an O-line. Sis got to show me something, man, because they could have did this for Justin Fields. So he got to show me something. But save it. I'm not tripping. It is what it is. See it coming. Why not, right?
All right. Matt?
I mean, I think it's inevitable if I'm keeping it a book. Like, I mean, you look at what Caleb did last year. He took care of the ball. He really proved to be a top 10 arm talent, in my opinion. And the only reason why in my rankings I'm not as high on Caleb is because of his pocket presence. And a lot of that I do blame it on the offensive line, making it pretty difficult for him as a rookie. I see him fixing that up really quickly. Maybe he'll struggle in like the first 4 weeks, depending on the schedule. That's all that I'm going to give him. After that, like with the talent that he has and the fact that they bring in Dolman, Jonah, Cooney, fix up the interior, which was their main problem last year. Like, Caleb is the sky's the limit for him.
Do-rag?
Yeah, this year, I mean, he has to be in that top 10 conversation after this year. I mean, you have the weapons, you have the old line, they revamped it for you. You have the new hot candidate at head coach who's supposed to be this offensive guru. You have a top 10 pick in this draft, which might end up being Ashley Genty, Marion Hampton, so the run game might improve as well. I mean, you have everything in your disposal for you to be a top 10 player because we know talent-wise, he has top 5 talent. So bare minimum top 10 this season, and I think he's going to be dangerous. I think this team.
It ain't no bare minimum. Bare minimum, he better be better than Jayden Daniels.
I'm telling you.
Bare minimum. He better be better than Jayden Daniels.
I don't think that's the case. Jayden
No.
Jayden is pushing elite status right
G
now.
Baby and Trent told me that Caleb Williams supposed to take these boys bare minimum. They could have made the playoffs. They said they went down this same week ass schedule. They went down that week ass schedule. No, now y'all talking about this year.
Dave, I think you have to be careful because of
don't say y'all. I agree. Caleb better be better than JD.
Yeah,
he better be better than JD. I don't care that JD turned into a unicorn because y'all said, oh, this first round draft pick, he better than all that. This is a layup. This is a layup. Bro, for it to be a layup, he better be better than Jayden Daniels this next year. I don't want to hear no barely crack the top 10. Right. Wherever Jayden Daniels is, the only way he better be barely crack the top 10, Jayden Daniels better be.
I didn't say barely. That's a bare minimum. Bare minimum crack the top 10. He needs to be. He should be top 10.
Yeah, he has to be no doubt top 10.
Wherever Jayden Daniels crack, he better be better.
He can be right there with him. That's like,
Josh, where
I'm
you
not gonna lie to you, bro. If he's not top 12 after the season, I'm not gonna write him off, obviously, but I'm just gonna be like, bro,
there's gonna be a conversation.
I'm just gonna be like, like there's something to talk about, given like all the expectations he had going to the season.
Yeah, there'll be a conversation for sure.
But yeah, he better be top 12.
Joel, where do you think Caleb Williams is gonna be?
Part of me wants to say he's going to have the best sophomore season of any quarterback in the league. I know that Jayden Daniels had the best rookie season, but that doesn't mean he's going to have the best sophomore season. I think Ben Johnson is a better play caller than Cliff. You can argue the Bears' offensive line now is just as good as the Commanders' offensive line. You can argue they have better weapons on the outside with DJ Moore, Romadunze, and Cole Kmet at tight end. You know, I think he's a better tight end than Zach Ertz. There's really no reason for Caleb Williams to fail. I think he's going to be, at minimum, a top 15 quarterback over quarterbacks like Kyler, Jared Goff after the end of the season. I just want to see him improve and showcase that high-end talent while also managing the game.
All right. Bet. All right, though, chat. Actually, wait, hold on. Before
more super chat.
Let me read the super chat before we dip. Appreciate you drinking more water for the 10. He says that every year to believe in a cap, this is the year. In a year where the cap rose 25-ish mil, so many teams have cut quality players. The Saints are a prime example of mismanaged cap. Yeah, I'm not lying. But who cares? They're the Saints. That's what they do. But look, though, chat. Appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? Joel, appreciate you pulling up to the show. We're gonna end a little bit early. You know what I'm saying? Make sure subs all to the platforms. We're gonna go live Friday for real on playback to watch the all 22 tape on George Pickens versus Drake London. That's gonna be fun. College football show on Saturday. He kept tapping in with us. The NFL Combine video. I'm asking all these players questions when I was up there in Indy. That's about to drop soon. Yeah, man, just keep tapping with us. And man, Joel, you got anything you want to say before we dip out?
Nah, I just appreciate you for having me on. It was nice talking to you, fellas, especially about the wide receiver conversation. And I hope that on playback you notice that Drake London clears George Pickens.
Clear is crazy. Clear is crazy. You know, we're gonna catch y'all. We out.